Jefferson.
Welcome to Jim Thorpe Stadium as the crowd waits. I'm with Coach Chad Johnson. We've got Jefferson Elementary School about to bust through the Wolves.
Setting the tone early for the Wolves tonight. Gotta love it having the young kids out here getting this experience on this Friday evening.
Get the smoke rolling. Here come the kids. They get to feel like the champions tonight. Feel like the champions. Come on. They've got us all going, man.
Keeping the suspense high right now.
All right, Jefferson Elementary. Let's hear you loud. Here they come. Here comes Jefferson.
Chad, here they come.
There they are, coming out of the helmet there. You gotta love it on the Friday evening. Great atmosphere as one takes a tumble. There's two taking a tumble, but they're all right.
It's football, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Oh, what a beautiful night it is at Jim Thorpe Stadium as Jefferson Elementary kids get it rolling. As we come in after a 60-plus point victory, Chad, the Wolves, as a coach, you got to feel good.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a lot to win a ball game. You'll hear it a lot of times in coach talk that winning is hard, and so you'll take them where you can get them, but it's definitely a great way to start the district play with a great win up in Tulsa to get things rolling.
After a run-in like that, how beautiful. Everybody's already pumped. We're pumped. We're going to take a break. We will come back in just a couple of minutes with some opening statements about tonight's game. It should be a great one. You are watching Shawnee High School football on ShawneeCTV. Together, we build community one season at a time.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has trade classes for all ages. These programs are not just for our high school students, they are for all ages, and you have the opportunity to get further educated within our community and pick up a trade skill today at Gordon Cooper Technology Center.
Kevin Hanna, Frontier Commercial Group, specializes in both commercial and residential real estate. Whether you're looking to secure the perfect commercial space or find your dream home, Kevin's team helps you achieve your real estate goals. Visit Kevin's interactive website to get started today. Downtown Auto Body works for you with your insurance company to reduce your hassles. Downtown Auto Body is on your side to get your vehicle repaired as it should be, back at top condition. Trust Downtown Auto Body, Main Street, Shawnee. At Hardesty Deli, the food is great and the people are even better. A genuinely local atmosphere. The Oliver family has more than 70 years as butchers with Hardesty. If you're in Shawnee, you gotta stop at Hardesty Deli. Every detail tells a story. Every sparkle a memory waiting to be made. At L's Jewelry, timeless craftsmanship meets modern elegance. Designed for life's most precious moments. L's Jewelry is Shawnee's friendly jeweler.
Good throw gets Bertram. And that's smashed. Nothing new.
Go time, showtime, get on your feet, it's my time. Go time, showtime, get on your feet.
Hey Mom, I got hurt playing volleyball and you forgot to pack my ibuprofen. You got hurt? That's okay, you just need some ibuprofen. Go to Eric's Pharmacy around the corner. They should have some.
Fred's Tire and Battery is locally legendary. Known for their friendly family welcomes and just as friendly exits, Fred's can service your vehicle needs. Make Fred's Tire and Battery your first stop when your vehicle needs service.
First Med Urgent Care is here, 4010 North Kickapoo, right next door to Mazzio's, open 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day. Short wait times if you have to wait at all. Self-check-in. COVID, flu, strep, care, and testing you get at First Med. Great for parents after work because of the long evening hours. Non-emergency, which is life-threatening care, you get here at First Med. Access training, stitches, lacerations, even with broken arms, whatever it is you need, you get it at First Med. Everyone is so nice at First Med Urgent Care, 4010 North Kickapoo. Thank you.
Take care.
All Safe Security. When you go with us, you're all safe. We solve home and business security needs. We install surround sound and can help with Ethernet wiring. Builder packages available. Keep all safe. Go with All Safe Security.
In today's world, fast and reliable internet isn't a luxury. CVEC Fiber is connecting our community with 100% fiber optic internet. From ultra-smooth gaming to crystal clear video calls, you'll never miss a moment. Visit CVECfiber.com to sign up.
Stewart & Clover Attorneys and Title Company exists to help people. It really is that simple. Whether you have personal or business legal questions or need help navigating land title issues, Stewart & Clover is big enough to solve problems, small enough to care. Great prices sell cars, and Castrokey Auto Mart truly understands that principle. Straightforward pricing with no gimmicks. Located on the corner of Harrison and Jefferson for over 40 years, shop at the lot or online. Castrokey Auto Mart. They're good people. Gear up your family with unique request one-off orders at Bleacher Season online store. That's right, little brother, dad, and mom with clothes and gear unique to your family. A bunch of cool gear to order. Bleacher Season makes your idea a reality. Gear up for the games at bleacherseason.com.
Here come the Shawnee Wolves as Booker T has entered the field. Our Shawnee Wolves inside the inflatable and ready to bust through. Coach Chad Johnson, what a great atmosphere it is here tonight.
Man, it's been a while since we've been here, a few weeks as a matter of fact, but it's good to be back out here. Great evening, great atmosphere, great weather. Looking for a great game.
It should be great, and our captains, as each week, team captains Nolan Ward, Cade McKee, a junior and a sophomore on that defensive side as captains. What does that tell you?
Well, I know this much, that they've earned it. And when you're a captain, obviously that comes with responsibility. But I know that designated captain is a very, very intentional choice. And so I would venture to say that those guys have earned it. And we'll see what they do tonight. But I know thus far they've been very, very steady in that backfield, or the back line there on the linebacking core for our defense.
Man, and trying to stop the running back Washington tonight, a lot of it's going to come to those two because he likes to get behind those linemen and make the cut. They're going to have to be sure tacklers tonight.
Absolutely, and one of the strengths of our team this year has been our line on both sides of the ball, and so they're going to have their work cut out for them too. And so when you get to that second, third line of defense, that's where those guys really have to hang their hat and really be sure on tackling and making plays.
20 seconds to go before kickoff. The fans rise. I feel the players about to come through, as it is a beautiful night at Jim Thorpe Stadium, and it's a packed house. We kind of hope for this during basketball season.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is what you want. When you talk about high school athletics and you talk about Friday Night Lights, this is what it's about right here, ladies and gentlemen.
These guys running through, and I would say that they are cautiously confident. They've got that look in their eyes when you talk to them about tonight's game. They know that this is going to be a stern test. I think they're here to show their best.
Absolutely, and I talked to Coach Madonna yesterday, and he felt really good about where they were, obviously having taken some lumps early in the season. but I feel like they have overcome some of that adversity and really used those losses, obviously, to build some momentum, speaking about last week going into district play. And so, again, like you said, tonight's going to be a real test against a very good Booker T. Washington team, but I feel good about where our team is right now in this season.
On the offensive side, Jaquan Evans and Caden Bramlich, the two big guys, captains walking onto the field, they are the big presence on that right side of the line.
Absolutely. And like I said, our offensive line is a very, very strong point of our team, especially when you talk about getting the game going on the run. So it'll be interesting to see how we try to ingrain ourselves tonight in the game, and I venture to say that we'll be very reliant on our offensive line with the run game to start out.
I think you're right. Our offense is going to need to sustain their drives and allow our defense kind of to recover and gain wind to go against this big offensive line with the shifty Sweet Pea Washington running behind those guys. And we cannot forget their senior quarterback who really hurt us early last year, Levi Brooks. We're going to have to give him some trouble in the pocket and get him out of there.
Yeah, I mean, I talked to one of the other coaches today, and he said that they have a lot of firepower on the outside with their playmaking ability, and they really look to try to spread it around. But I do think we have a really good chance to neutralize that with some of our athleticism and our speed, but it'll be interesting to see how we can get after the quarterback and make it tough on him early on in the game.
We don't have number 5's number on our roster. We do have 4, though, and I'm thinking that might be the travel roster. Caleb Barnes, it looks like the 5'8", 175-pound senior back there to receive the kick. And, of course, our kicker, Parker Snow, just a sophomore, works really hard. One of the best kickers, I like to say, in the state, Chad.
Very underrated aspect of the football team is a good kicker, good punter. Special teams is often talked about as the margins of the game, and so definitely want to make a point to highlight our kicker because he's been very rock solid this year in his duties as the kicker.
Talking about margins, it's all going to come down to discipline. Watching tape on this team, really, they get after you in different ways, and we are really not going to be able to have any mistakes after the whistle.
No, can't beat yourself, and especially in a game like this, you want to take care of everything you can control.
Taken at the 20, and we're seeing it right off the bat as they can slide their tackles as it looked like Jamian Compton was on the return, number 8, and it's a good return, back up just on the 39 side of the 40. Looks like they're going to put it at the 39. That's where it will be, 1st and 10. Starters for the Wolves out there, we see Skelton, Big Skelton at nose guard. Story on one side of him. And it looks like Jaden Smith is going down low on the left side. Travian Barber out there as well on the right side. And Washington goes in motion on the far side. KD Palmer coming in, and they're going up quick, and they put them down. They saw that happening very quickly. Big hit by Travian Barber. First tackle for the loss.
Definitely won't be the last, as Travian's been leading our team in defense. The transplant here to Shawnee, but he's definitely made his presence felt really early here. When a great play, reading that little swing pass to the right side and made a play early for a loss.
Great to see as the Wolves with a nice start, and you expect that, honestly, from this defense. They have had plays all year long. It's just, can we maintain the consistency through the entire game?
Absolutely. And you love to see a play like that to start you off and get you involved in the game early.
They're going to give this time out to Compton on the right side, and he's going to be brought down. A host of Wolves, but I believe that was KD Palmer getting up first from the tackle. We'll see here. Good shot on the replay. Help me out, Coach, when you see him.
Yeah, it looked like there was a handful of Wolves there on the play, and I believe Nolan Ward was there involved early, and a couple others were there joining the party. But
so they got it back just in front of the first line of scrimmage. They might have gained 4 on the play. 3rd down and 9. Big 3rd down for the Wolves defense. It's going to be a timeout called by Booker T. Big third down when we come back. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV. Together we're building community one season at a time.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has trade classes for all ages. These programs are not just for our high school students, they are for all ages, and you have the opportunity to get further educated within our community and pick up a trade skill today at Gordon Cooper Technology Center.
We are back. It's third down and 10-18 to play. We're just starting the game. First big play for this defense as Jay Hunt on the close side at corner. You got Ramel Slaughter deep at safety. They call for it, and they're looking to go over the top, and it's out of bounds. Good pressure over there by Simmons on the other side.
You mentioned it earlier about getting pressure on the quarterback. I'd definitely love to see us get back there, disrupt some of that timing. Because there's a guy open there, but he didn't have enough time to connect there. And so great job by our defensive line and those linebackers getting in the backfield.
That brings up fourth down, and K.D. Palmer, Ramel Slaughter, I believe the other one, back there to take this kick. Always have to be weary as the linebackers in good position, all three of them, in case of a some sort of nefarious play. 31-yard line, it's going to go out of bounds, Chad. You got to love what the defense just did there.
Absolutely, setting the tone early, getting in the backfield, really flying around. And you know, when you start out the game with those kind of plays, it definitely sets the trajectory for the rest of the game. We'll see how we can sustain that, but I definitely love to see us flying around early and making some plays.
So with 10:03 to go in the first, the Wolves get their chance on defense. First thing we want to see is which quarterback is going out there, and it looks like it's going to be Braylon Lassiter and Tate McClendon alongside of him. Ramel Slaughter on the close side. And in the slot, I believe that's KD, isn't it?
Yeah. Looked like they had Big Jaquan Evans there in the backfield to pull around there, give an extra blocker.
Up the middle for two is McClendon as he takes the handoff from Lassiter up to the 33-yard line. Second down and 8 for the Wolves. Again, that was a tight hole to try to fit in, but they're running right at the big guy up the middle.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to come out in the same formation with Jaquan Evans kind of flanked out in the backfield, almost like a fullback.
Braylon Lassiter coming the other way. He makes, well, most people would have missed right there, but not the sure-handed tackle of number 26, Andrew Campanell, as that linebacker makes a good play in the backfield. It's a loss of 2. They go back to the original line of scrimmage. So they're facing about what BTW was facing on their first possession, a third down and 10.
Yeah, and that was a good effort there by Lassiter. Really tried to get outside and break it open, just could not get away from the defender there. So see what that sets up for us on third down.
It's going to be off to the right side, just too quick, as no chance there really for Slaughter on that pass. The Wolves, they're going to give it back to him with 8:42 to go. Tal Leone stepping on for the punt. So both offensives stopped by the defense.
Yeah, and that's what you typically see when you have two high-powered teams with some athleticism and some physicality there on both sides of the ball. And so, again, it'll be interesting to see how we sustain that and find some ways to create some explosive plays.
Tal with a good punt. And they're going to go back and start about where they were when they punt, about the 36-yard line. They put it from their own 40.
Great punt there by Leone. And again, you talk about those margins. I would imagine a game in this magnitude, field position is going to be very, very important, as it is in most games. But the more you can create some areas for opportunity for yourself in those field position aspects, the better off you'll be.
Our first giveaway tonight is number 2079, 2079, and 2005. 2079, 2005.
All right, 1st and 10 for Booker T. Washington, starting at their own 6. They're bringing it close, and the Wolves tracking that down nicely. There is nowhere for him to run. The tackle made by Story.
A little jet sweep there to try to get something going on the outside, but our defense there is moving really fast to the football, and made a play. You can tell I'm in basketball mode as we've gotten off to a good start here the last couple of days, but tonight it's about the football team. So 2nd down here, seeing what our defense will do here.
You are forgiven, Coach. You're in that mode. It's nice to see the basketball players out running with the cross-country team. You got to love that.
We did. We had a great opportunity to get out there, and I was appreciative of Coach Stapleton and Coach Licklider for inviting us.
Levi calling for it. The defense, they're giving him time. This is where he can really hurt you. And coming up quickly, Travion Barber with another good tackle. He had help by Cade, and no talking. You gotta like that. Cade walks away from the little push and the little jab as the Wolves give up 4 on that play. It's going to be 3rd and 5 from the 41.
Trey made a really good play there, open field tackle. Could have easily given up some more yardage there, but he made a play and put us in a good spot here on 3rd down.
Third down and 5. The Wolves drop back into coverage. Over the middle, that's a good pass. And a hand on the shoulder is going to be called. That's going to be pass interference. It's going to move them down either 10 or 15. And it'll be a first down for Booker T on the pass. We're going to see that. You know, that's one of those that you don't want to see on 3rd down, but also you don't want to see a touchdown right there either.
Yeah, it just got him with the outside arm there on the shoulder, but it was enough to obviously warrant a flag. But I loved where we were at there. I thought we covered everything up, and unfortunately for us, we gave up a penalty there. But put them in a bad spot, honestly. Put them in 3rd and long, forced them to throw the ball. So nothing to hang your hat on. Just obviously want to make sure we clean that up and make right going forward.
So the first down, and they're on the 39-yard line, or I'm sorry, the 44-yard line, and they're not getting anything up front.
No, they're not. And our defensive line is really holding up strong, obviously early, but a lot of pressure there in the backfield. Logan Skelton was there, kind of plugged that up, and his friends behind him were able to clean it up for him.
A pickup of just one as Logan in there quickly brings up 2nd and 9. You got to like the way the speed of our defense really is plugging up that line of scrimmage.
Absolutely. And if there's one thing, again, you can say is that we are very much locked in right now, flying around to the football and not reacting.
They're going to give it on this side, and he's not going anywhere. That goes down quick as it's Story, I believe, with that tackle.
Riley Story flying in there. You talk about not reacting. Great defensive call there by Coach Blitch. Got pressure in the backfield. Resulted in a loss of 5 yards there.
He's just too fast for them to try anything like that. If we could see that replay again, I'd really like to see it, because just how quickly he was on the quarterback, and that's an unblocked play in which he just comes through in there. He's supposed to go with the fake. He had none of it. Good eyesight on the ball. Loss of 5. They're back to their 48-yard line where it's 3rd down and long again. They got to get some pressure on him. And they come over the middle. I see no laundry on the field. That goes incomplete. This is the place on the field where you would think they're tempted to go for it, and we would love for them to.
Yeah, well, I'm looking because their quarterback is actually their punter as well.
Yeah.
So as you mentioned, you got to be mindful of the fake. I doubt they will fake it here, which is just great defense by the Wolves as we were able to negate that pass play there. He had a lot of time in the backfield to make a play, and our guys were right there on them.
So KD, back, as well as Rummel, and Levi does punt it, and it looks like it'll be returned by KD. He makes the first one miss. He's up the sideline all the way to, let's see where they run up to. I'm not seeing the mark, Coach. Help me out.
About at the 35-yard line.
There's nobody on that line. Oh, there she is. Yes, she's at the 29-yard line is where he must have stepped out. It looks like 1st and 10 for the Wolves.
And you hold your breath every time Palmer gets his hands on the football because he can make something happen even out of nothing.
5:10 to play. Offense on the field. 1st and 10 for the Wolves from their own 29-yard line. They started their first drive at about this side as well. Booker T getting 1 first down off a penalty. The give is to McClendon. He's looking to bounce it outside. That's probably not going to happen much tonight.
No, it's not. Again, Booker T. Washington is very athletic on both sides of the football, and they were there on that one right there. So sets up a 2nd down for the Wolves here.
Just 2 minutes.
Participant is 2013.
If we bust through that front part, we might have some success into the secondary because they're not going to be used to that. Braylon looking on the right side. He's going deep down the field. He's got a player open. That's Rummel just out of reach. The Wolves trying to return the favor from last year and bust something long. Rummel Slaughter had a couple of steps.
He had a step on, and Lassiter, the former baseball player, he let that one ride, and maybe a step or two more, and that would have been a touchdown for the Wolves.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 12, just out of reach for Slaughter. I like that design, though.
Absolutely. You want to keep the defense honest. Looked like he was rolling out for a design run, but throws it back to the opposite side of the field, and again, just a little bit out of reach for Slaughter there.
Quad on this side is Estella and Hunt join Slaughter. It's going to move ourselves back as we had a lineman jump. Chuffy Waldron out there. Rosario Serena, Kendall Gillum, and there's to the right, or to the left of the captains, Caden Bramlich and Jaquan Evans. Didn't change the play, so let's see what Coach Kelby has dialed up. They go to the other side. Nicely designed play as the Wolves up to Wilson. A big play maker as Mason Wilson is going to make it all the way to the 48-yard line. I see nothing on the field as opposed to Lennon.
Wow.
Great play all the way to the 48.
Great play call there. A little misdirection to one side, came back to the other, a little screen play. Getting the ball on the outside with your bevy of blockers up there to escort him for a 1st down. It's a great play call and great execution by the Wolves there.
1st and 10 for the Wolves. And this is a keep all the way. Laster cuts it up and down the left side. Is that Laster or is that KD? I think that's Laster taking it all the way down to the 20 as he was running like a fullback.
Exactly. I mean, he is a hard runner. As a quarterback, he can definitely make plays with his feet and his arm, but right there you see him making the play. Another explosive play for the Wolves, and again, just following his blockers down the field and not afraid to stick his nose in there and pick up some extra yardage.
Down to the 21 for another 1st down of the Wolves. The quarterback with the keeper, and that was good for 31 yards. They take it. This time's to Palmer, and he's going to be caught just too quick into that backfield. Big number 21. KD really had no chance, as that's Harry. I'm not gonna try the first name. Why don't you throw it
Jeremiah?
out? You think Jeremiah?
I'll go Jeremiah.
I like it. 6'4", 205, and he's all of it on that right end position.
Back there very quickly, very strong, and made a play for the Hornets there to drop us back a few yards.
We went back to the 27 on that play, a loss of 6. And they throw it to our receiver. Touchdown! Wait. Touchdown! Shawnee Wolf! Great catch over there by Jay Hunt. Jay the Flow Hunt pulls it in stride. He's just out there flowing is what he tells me, Coach.
I love it, man. What a throw there. Back shoulder. Great catch by Jaden Hunt there, making a play. Wow. 3 straight explosive plays by the Wolves, and that was a great play call, and what a throw there by Lasseter.
And he just went up there and let his player get it. We miss it right there, but it's a touchdown all the way. What a drive by the Wolves. You gotta love those play calls.
That was a great throw there, and great catch there as we complete the extra point.
Parker Snow puts it through. Wolves 7, Booker T nothing. 2:38 to go in the first. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV.
Gear up your family with unique request one-off orders at Bleacher Season online store. That's right, little brother, dad, and mom with clothes and gear unique to your family. A bunch of cool gear to order. Bleacher Season makes your idea a reality. Gear up for the games at BleacherSeason.com. Kevin Hanna, Frontier Commercial Group, specializes in both commercial and residential real estate. Whether you're looking to secure the perfect commercial space or find your dream home, Kevin's team helps you achieve your real estate goals. Visit Kevin's interactive website to get started today.
In today's world, fast and reliable internet isn't a luxury. CVEC Fiber is connecting our community with 100% fiber optic internet. From ultra-smooth gaming to crystal clear video calls, you'll never miss a moment. Visit CVECfiber.com to sign up.
Downtown Auto Body works for you with your insurance company to reduce your hassles. Downtown Auto Body is on your side to get your vehicle repaired as it should be, back at top condition. Trust Downtown Auto Body, Main Street, Shawnee.
2:38 to go in the first. Wolves go up 7-0. 6 plays, 71 yards for the touchdown, Coach.
You talk about Lasseter right there and making 2 big-time plays to finish the drive, but Jaden Hunt locates the ball and gets his feet in bounds for the touchdown. What a play and what a drive there by the Wolves.
Jay the Flow Hunt comes through. He told me last night that that's what to expect from him. The Wolves, with a good tackle over there, special teams improved throughout the year.
Hornets like starting on the 38, 39-yard line. That's where they're slated kind of in that area. But to no avail in the last couple of drives. Our Wolves defense has made some plays, and as we just saw in the last drive, our offense was really able to get going there on a great drive. 3 plays of over 20 yards. Just you talk about those explosive plays, and you got to have them every now and again.
Some of the numbers off a little bit. I believe that was Robert Bell on the tackle. If not, please forgive me. As the Wolves moving around their defense on the call, the give is up the middle. He's waiting, not going anywhere as the Wolves have eyes on him, and I believe that's Nolan Ward at the bottom of it.
And again, just getting pressure in the backfield, slowing them down, not allowing them to bounce it outside. Starts up front, but again, our linebackers, Nolan Ward, Caden McKee, really getting in there and really plugging up those holes to not allow them back to get out and get into space.
And you see Washington just stopping behind those big linemen. A lot of times he likes to squirt out of there from that. But our players last year, they had a running back similar to that with Dietrich Beavers, one of the best running backs in the state. They've done well in this first quarter stopping that run.
Second down here.
And 10. And I believe that's going to be
false start on Booker T. Washington. So
move them back to second and 15.
Jefferson students are receiving an award between the first and second quarter. If you could please go to the south end zone with a parent or a teacher. At the south end zone.
Back to the 33-yard line. They're pushed. They go to the outside. The Wolves stack it up. A lot of players out there. That's to their big receiver over there, the one with a lot of offers. That's Keenan Farley, number 1. He's going to pick up 6, and it brings up 3rd and 9.
Booker T right there tried to
isolate a side and get one of their better players open space, but our Wolves defense swarmed to the football there and bottled them up.
We're up to the 39, 3rd and 9. Got to make it up just outside the 48-yard line for a first. The Wolves moving him around a little bit this time, and they bring him down. Nicely done by the Wolves. That is K.D. Palmer with the sack, and it's a big one, as it's a loss of at least 6 on the play, 4th down and long.
Hornets go empty right there, looking to try to put that one in the air, and our defense gets to the backfield and brings Levi Brooks to the ground, forcing a 4th down punt here. So great defense there by the Wolves.
I love the sure tackling that we're seeing right now.
And that was probably a point of emphasis, if I had to guess, over the week, just making sure that we're sound in our tackling, not allowing them to break loose and pick up some extra yards.
The punt is going to land at about the 46, and it bounces back to the 47-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for the Wolves. We'll have one play before the end of the quarter with 6 seconds on the clock. If you're a Wolves fan, Coach, you got to love it so far.
Absolutely. And putting yourself in a good spot here to open up the second quarter. Good field position for the Wolves. Definitely want to try to make something happen here in this next drive to kind of give yourself some real breathing room, as we know this game is going to be 4 quarters for sure.
Lassiter, they put McClendon off the field. As they didn't huddle up, so that's not a penalty. And Lassiter's going to keep it over the right side. He's picking his way. He's going to pick up maybe one before he's thrown out, and we're going to take a break. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV. We'll be back with the second quarter next.
At Hardesty Deli, the food is great and the people are even better. A genuinely local atmosphere. The Oliver family has more than 70 years as butchers with Hardesty. If you're in Shawnee, you gotta stop at Hardesty Deli. Every detail tells a story. Every sparkle a memory waiting to be made. At L's Jewelry, timeless craftsmanship meets modern elegance. Designed for life's most precious moments. L's Jewelry is Shawnee's friendly jeweler.
I feel so sick, and I don't know if I should take ibuprofen or Tylenol.
Go ask Eric.
I can't stop coughing. Surely there's something I can take to make this better.
Go ask Eric.
Wait, I just got new medicine, and I don't know if I'm allowed to have caffeine with it.
Go ask Eric. Fred's Tire and Battery is locally legendary, known for their friendly family welcomes and just as friendly exits. Fred's can service your vehicle needs. Make Fred's Tire and Battery your first stop when your vehicle needs service. All Safe Security. When you go with us, you're all safe. We solve home and business security needs. We install surround sound and can help with Ethernet wiring. Builder packages available. Keep all safe. Go with All Safe Security. Stewart & Clover Attorneys and Title Company exists to help people. It really is that simple. Whether you have personal or business legal questions or need help navigating land title issues, Stewart & Clover is big enough to solve problems, small enough to care. Call Air Force One today and let comfort take flight. Muirhead family owned, serving all of Shawnee. Homes, businesses, expert service on all brands. Air Force One, where your comfort comes first.
We are back. Coach, good first quarter by the Wolves. We have them right in front of us. 2nd and 9 from the 48.5-yard line. I'm not going to call it the 49. As Laster calls it, and he gives it to McClendon up the middle. And the stout defensive line on the Booker T side not giving anything.
Yeah, Booker T's really physical up front. I mean, they've got a few guys that have obviously on paper are very stout. But they're not letting us really get anything up the middle, and so it'll be interesting to see what adjustments we make as the game progresses to open up some holes and open up some plays for our offense. Obviously, last drive we were able to make something happen there with some explosive plays, but I'll be interested to see how we can really try to stymie some of that physicality up front.
Right from the 50, it's called, and it's 3rd and 7. It's a long 7, short 8 as he goes to the outside, and he got enough for the first down. K.D. Palmer with a good catch on the safe throw by Lassiter. You got to like it.
Great throw there by Lassiter, just taking what the defense gave him, and great route there by K.D. Palmer coming back to the ball, ensuring that he got both feet and the ball across the first down yard. And so that's at the first down for the Wolves and driving and moving in towards red zone territory.
I like the safe call from the Wolves coaching staff. Kelby McGuire, the offensive coordinator, and the play caller. Palmer goes in motion. Lassiter comes back this way. Lassiter around the corner. Lassiter making a miss. Good pickup, about 8 yards on first down.
Great play there by Lassiter. And one thing I loved what he did there, he really protected that football there with Daniel. He just kept it tight and didn't really make the defense have an opportunity to strip it out from him. So great play there by Lassiter. Great play call by Coach McGuire. I did happen to talk to him briefly, and he said he had some stuff up his sleeve for tonight's game. So we'll see what they're able to bring out as the game progresses.
A lot of respect for this Booker T. Washington squad, and I think you're right. They're going deep. They understand this is a tone setter for the rest of the district all year long. Lassiter calls for it, and he's looking off to the right, just over the head of KD. Again, another safe throw. Only his player was going to get that ball. It was good coverage.
Absolutely. He had one-on-one coverage there on the right side. I don't want to speculate, but I feel like he had a little more time than he thought he had, and he probably could have taken one more second to really ensure that that ball was placed where he wanted it to be. But nonetheless, it goes out of bounds, and so took the safer of two evils there by throwing it out of bounds and not putting it in the hands of Booker T. Washington.
That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3 on this drive. We're definitely in 4-down territory, you would think. The way the defense has been playing, this is about where Booker T has gotten the ball each time. As they play it that way, McClendon is going to fall forward, and it's going to be about a 1/4 of a yard short. It looks like about a foot short for the far mark.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to bring the change out the measure. Nonetheless, I definitely think that we're going to go for it here.
Yep.
As we have 4th and maybe a yard.
Yeah, it looks like it got marked on the close side mark rather than the far side. They moved it back a little bit. 1 yard, full yard. So it's going to be 4th and 1 from the 32. This is where we need our line to do their jobs, right here. Somebody's going to call a timeout. That's going to be us. We're going to take it with 9:20. We'll be back for the 4th down play after these messages.
All Safe Security. When you go with us, you're all safe. We solve home and business security needs. We install surround sound and can help with Ethernet wiring. Builder packages available. Keep all safe. Go with All Safe Security. Stewart & Clover Attorneys and Title Company exists to help people. It really is that simple. Whether you have personal or business legal questions or need help navigating land title issues, Stewart & Clover is big enough to solve problems, small enough to care. Call Air Force One today and let comfort take flight. Muirhead family owned, serving all of Shawnee. Homes, businesses, expert service on all brands. Air Force One, where your comfort comes first.
We are back as the Wolves with a big 4th down play. Coach, first really big play confronting the offense. This is going to be an interesting one to watch. Waldron and Rosario on the left side. Bramlich and Evans on the right side. Gillen in the middle. And
Jace Bullock on the left side there, tight end, flanked off there.
he goes right up the middle to pick it up. Laster with another great safe play call. Gotta like it. They get it down to the 29-yard line and a first down, gain of 3.
Yeah, great play call there by Coach McGuire, just getting the ball into Braylon Lassiter's hands, and he just takes it up the middle and, most importantly, keeps the football safe there and picking up the first down.
And again, they go to that strong side with the tight end. They run away from the two D1 prospects on the right side, and you got to love that as well. Being able to go away from your strong side over and get your first down.
Absolutely, and Evans and Bramlage are definitely going to get a lot of attention and well-deserved, but I don't want to underestimate the strength of everybody else in the line, as our offensive line is very, very stout.
Lester gets it to Ramel Slaughter down to the 9-yard line. Pickup of 20 yards on the pass. Slaughter with a good catch.
Great play there by Ramel Slaughter, just finding a crease right there, a little window in the zone defense, and picking up 3 or 4 extra yards there to move the ball inside the 10.
Like the delivery again by Laster as he's making his read and he's making his throw. That's when a quarterback is at their best.
Yeah, and I would also say too, Daniel, that a lot of that probably is designed, just making his reads a little more simple, just trying to slow things down for him to not have to do too much.
Laster into the corner. Does he make it just close to the goal line? The fans are the ones putting their hands up, but the referee is on about the 1-foot line. So it's going to be 2nd down and goal. I don't know if you can make it any closer than that, and I'm sure we've got a good shot of it.
Yeah,
so close.
So I'm looking at the replay there. Just follows his blocks, and you see Jaquan Evans getting to that second level there. And I don't know, Dan, he might have got the ball across the pylon there. I know we obviously don't have challenges or reviews in high school football, but
yeah, it just depends on which leg really took that pylon down, honestly. But gotta like it, down around the 1-foot line. I don't know that we could be any closer, as Laster going to take the snap. Let's see if he takes it right up the gut or they give it to McClendon. Not going to mess around. He keeps it, and he throws it. Incomplete. That was a good play by Laster not to go down on that tackle and to make it close. Did you see who he was trying to throw it to?
Yeah, it looked like that was K.D. Palmer there, who slipped in the end zone on a little play-action keep. And, yeah, just a little bit short, couldn't get under it. But great play there by Lassiter not to take the sack.
Yeah, KD was open if he would have had just another second, wide open. So, again, it's going to be 3rd down from the foot line. Take it. This time they give it to McClendon. He's going to the outside, and he is fighting, and moving back. They're going to get him back to the line of scrimmage. That is all. 4th down and short. This is one of those dangerous plays right here. Do you kick it and get points and make it a 2-possession ball game? And that's what the coaches are thinking. Yes, let's go up 2 possessions. I like this call. I say get him out there and let's get the points.
Absolutely.
Parker Snow steps in. Big moment for the sophomore. This is what he practices for every day in practice. He's kicking 100 balls, I bet. Up, it's blocked, and it falls short. Booker T.
And that's a great play there by Booker T, able to get in that backfield. And
let's see if we've had that replay. I'm not sure. That'd be a good one to have as we see it. Who comes? He comes from the right side, I think.
Yep, just kind of overpowered us on that right side there, so no points for the Wolves, but you definitely like to see the drive there. Wish we could have capped it off with a point score, but offense has definitely had some moments tonight, and you'd like to see that. Obviously, Braylon Lassiter making a lot of plays, both with his arm, with his legs, and Ramel Slaughter got involved in the action there, and so.
Oh, they move him out away from the 1. I forgot about that. As it goes out to the 20 for Booker T. Washington. Big, every drive's a big play for our defense here.
Absolutely. If I do know one thing about the Booker T. Washington Hornets, they're going to have a lot of pride here.
As they bring it up, Simmons in on the stop. It's going to be enough for the 1st down. Ward and Palmer with the assist.
So Levi Brooks sprays it out to the left side there, getting his playmakers out in space, able to move it out a little bit further away from the end zone. And, you know, Daniel, I was talking about that pride with Booker T. Washington. I've known a lot of Booker T. Washington alumni. One of my good friends, Jonathan McGill, gave me a lot of hell this week.
Here we go. The Wolves short-handed. They bring him down.
What a play there.
I think that's Jaden Smith.
Yep, Jaden Smith getting involved and getting a sack there on the Levi Brooks. So, again, that pressure on the backfield is something that we got to be very, very mindful of as this game progresses, because that's been the difference for our defense tonight.
And they mark them at the 21-yard line. So a loss of 9 brings up 2nd and 19 as a great play there. And that's one of the adjustments that have been made. Jaden can play just about any level of this defense, and he's going 3 down a lot tonight.
Yeah, Jaden's kind of a utility knife in our defense.
They come to the outside. The Wolves ready for it, and a host of them out there not allowing them to get away. Nolan Ward, Katie Palmer, and Ramel Slaughter all getting up from that play. And that is going to bring up a 3rd down from the 25-yard line.
So another third and long for the Wolves, and you would anticipate the Hornets putting the ball in the air here, so we'll see how our defense aligns and is able to cover it.
They get over the middle. Good defensive play as Ramel Slaughter makes a nice play over the top, and that's what you have that safety back there for.
Yeah, and Ramel's really just a competitor, Daniel. He's wired pretty differently when it comes to sports and competitiveness. He's definitely been a guy that we can definitely depend on in our back line in the secondary, and making a great play there on that 3rd and long.
Not to mention, you're kind of happy that he's going to be running the court with you come basketball season.
That is true. That is very much true. He's been a great person to get to know, he and his family, and just an all-around competitor.
Agreed. So the incomplete pass, 4th down and long. The punt comes away. It's a good one, and it's going to go over the head and out of bounds at the 30-yard line. We'll take a break with 5:18 to go. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV.
Great prices sell cars, and Casterkey Auto Mart truly understands that principle. Straightforward pricing with no gimmicks. Located on the corner of Harrison and Jefferson for over 40 years, shop at the lot or online. Casterkey Auto Mart. They're good people.
Good throw gets Bertram. And that's smashed. Nothing new.
ShawneeCTV would like to thank the following community sponsors in helping make this broadcast possible. Sebastian Homes, specializing in exceptional residential properties. Grand Roofing Company. Give David James or Stephen Johns a call. Jeff Chamblin, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, enjoys helping people. Marco's Pizza. Order faster. Online. Pine Cliff Printers. Making good impressions for you. Robert Owens, McElroy and Owens Funeral Group. City Bites. Grab a bite of great food. McAllister's Deli. What can we make for you? Schlotzsky's, for a mouthful of flavor. Find your flavors at Qdoba Mexican Eats. BB Woodworks Player of the Game, every game. Lucky Day Heating and Air Conditioning. Thank you, Corey Crenshaw and crew. Legendary Tenders, Chicken Express. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Mentoring with a mission. Uplift Mentoring. When your pet is family, pause to remember. Wesley United Methodist Church. Worship, study, serve. Find your flavor at Wingstop, the wing experts. Temple Baptist Church, delighted to serve you. Great Plains Graphics, Shawnee's store for swag. Cazadores, a local favorite Mexican restaurant. Taco Bell, satisfy your cravings. Live Moss. St. Benedict Fall Festival, Saturday, October 4th, a family favorite.
Get out to that St. Benedict's Carnival tomorrow. It's fun for the whole family. 15 yards taking us back. Something happened for that 15-yarder to be attached. We really didn't understand what the call was. The loss on the play is going to be 2 on the give to McClendon. So, Coach?
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what exactly happened on that punt as we were docked 15 yards there. But nonetheless, trying to get the ball up the middle, and that's not been too much success outside of Braylon Lassiter taking up the middle a couple times.
The one thing that it does is it flips the field in Booker T. Washington's favor. Just a moment ago, we're at their 1-foot line. Now we're back on our own 15 with their defense. We need a first down. It's up to McClendon, and he's going to get that first down. He makes it over to the sideline, and he's taken out of bounds on the Shawnee side of the sticks. They're marking it at the 29-yard line. Another very well-conceived play.
Absolutely, and one thing I'm putting together in my mind is that if we can't run the ball up the middle, those screen plays are very much like a run, able to kind of get your get your offensive lineman up the field and out in space with your playmakers. So that may be an adjustment we rely on as the game progresses to move the ball up the field in small chunks.
Nice run by McClendon after the catch. He had good force with him, and they get it out there to KD Palmer. Goes around the end. KD dancing a little bit up the sideline, and he's going to pick up all the way to the 36-yard line.
And again, just getting your playmakers out in space, spreading the defense out, and great pass there by Lassiter, getting it to Palmer, and Palmer does the rest.
So the Wolves offense moving the ball nicely. Got to like what you're seeing if you're on the coaching staff with how these boys are executing. As Lassiter in the backfield, I believe that's McClendon still behind him.
Palmer, Estala, and Hunt here flanked out.
He's got a little bit of time. He's going over the middle. Ooh, that was going to Jay Hunt. And Jay almost had another one as the flow just gets it knocked away. Good play by the Booker T. Washington safety. And number 5, I don't have. So
that was a great play there by their safety, breaking on the football. Lassiter rolling out to his right, had Hunt up the seam, and just couldn't connect there. Sets up third down for the Wolves.
Have to say, not a bad pass. Again, he kept it to the side where his guy would get it or nobody would get it. Third down now, and about 1. As Lassiter's been running it on these plays. He runs it again, and he just fights forward to get that first down, and he's got enough for it to the 38-yard line.
Great play there by Lassiter, really just making the second effort to pick up that first down. And now as I'm looking over at the clock, obviously the Wolves are driving, but with the Wolves getting the ball back at the second half, it makes you wonder what the play call strategy is here, knowing that they're going to get the ball back coming out of halftime.
You know what I say? Keep doing what it is you're doing.
Absolutely.
Don't get too strategical
That
here.
is true. That is
and
true.
I think that that's what we're going to see, Coach. As Lassiter takes control in the backfield. Going to have a flag come down. Not sure what happened. Maybe it was a timeout. Maybe it was the play clock had gone down, wasn't reset. It's going to be a timeout with Shawnee with 3:21 to play. Let's talk a little bit strategy here, Coach. As you had mentioned, what do you think the Wolves ought to do here,
Yeah,
just
no,
for fun?
I would definitely say, you want to definitely try to capitalize, and if you can obviously go up 2 scores before the half, that's a plus. But you definitely don't want to put the ball in jeopardy and give the Hornets a chance to score before the half to even things up. So I would venture to say right now you want to still be aggressive, and you don't want to lose any momentum, but also understanding that, hey, if we don't get anything out of this drive, but we take some time off the clock and really get out of the half up 7-0, that's not the worst of things.
Okay, well, as they trot back out onto the field, we shall see as the Wolves offense with McClendon in the backfield. On the close side is Jay Hunt. On the far side, Ramel Slaughter. And it looks like Estala over there. I'm not sure and Palmer's over there as well. Gillum with the snap. They almost pulled him off, as it looks like Laster check-in, likes what he sees. He's going to break it up the middle. Laster showing you the speed that he has as he's going to pick up 15. What do you think, Coach? You think that's a called play?
I would love to say that was, but it looked like he was looking down the field and the pocket breaks down, and Braylon Lassiter, as we've seen him do a number of times this year, making something out of nothing there, picking up a first down.
All the way down to the Booker T 42-yard line for another Wolves first down.
And that really kind of puts you in the driver's seat here as you have about 3 minutes and some change left on your plus side of the 50. So now the playbook's relatively wide open for the Wolves to try to get a score before the half.
Laster calls for it to give to McClendon as he makes it around the right side. McClendon taken out of bounds and thrown down. I don't like to see that, but the Wolves with another good pickup. Everybody keeps their heads. You got to like that when you're a coach. They're going to mark it at the 36, second down.
Great run there by McClendon, getting to the outside and really putting his foot in the ground to get upside the field. And as you said, he gets taken down pretty hard. And I'd imagine if I was out there trying to take McClendon, it'd be hard for me to take him down myself.
Laster rolling to the right. He gives it out to the outside, a little bit overthrown, but again, I like that throw. He keeps it away from the defense. That's a smart senior play.
Yeah, they get him out there rolling to his strong side, and as we've seen last year, he can put it up there and puts it right outside, and again throws it to the outside where the defense can't get it. So sets up a third down here for the Wolves to try to pick up 4 yards for the first down.
3rd and 4 from the 36. Laster calls for it, and he keeps it around the right side. Laster, being the runner that he is, to the outside. Braylon Laster with another first down, shoulder down to the 24-yard line. Wolves first down.
And that one, I feel confident saying, was a designed quarterback run.
Yes, and we saw why.
Yes, Braylon Lassiter again making a play, just getting out in space. And what I do love is that our offensive line is getting to that second level and really escorting him for extra yardage. Not that he needs much help when he gets to space, but you definitely love to see your offensive line getting to that second level and helping him out.
The Wolves now with 2:29 and counting before the first half.
Flags on the play.
And that's going to be legal procedure on the Wolves. Back us up 5. I didn't see it, Coach. So
I think it was on that right side there.
backs them up 5. I wonder what that does to the play calling here. The Wolves with Laster really getting the chunk yardage, either by his arm or on the scramble. So the penalty that takes them back to the 29-yard line. First and 10, and he's going to go up the middle again. This time he's got him down low. Ow! I don't think our receiver saw it. And it's going to be turned over down at the 1.
And that's obviously not a great play for the Wolves as you give the ball back to the Hornets. Lassiter probably could have kept that one and picked up some positive yardage, but I feel like he saw the defender underneath and he just couldn't get it there.
Yep. That's hard. That's a hard play. We saw that earlier in the year with the younger quarterback. And, you know, when you're an athlete like that, you feel like you can make that play, but just all of physics works against you.
Absolutely. That's one he's going to want back for sure. Positive is, though, puts Booker T right up against the end zone, having to go the length of the field to score here. So we'll see what our defense can do as they've done all night and trying to get to the backfield.
So they're on the 2-yard line with 1:54 to go. Levi rolling out, and he's going deep. He's got a player.
Wow. Had the guy who wanted wide open, just couldn't connect with him. Almost was intercepted there by Braylon Lassiter. So a break for the Wolves as second down here on the 2-yard line. Brooks rolling out to the left there, lays it out there.
And that's
nice.
the throw that he can make. And you just have to be aware. You cannot let them get behind you. Okay, the air comes out a little bit as everybody's in recovery.
Absolutely.
And they go to the outside. And again, just a big receiver all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that's one of their premier players, Keenan Farley, on the outside, picking up the first down for the Hornets. And so that moves Booker T out from the depths of their end zone there.
138, as they're definitely looking to get things rolling as the Wolves defense here really under pressure. It's been a bend, not break, and they've held them nicely. Did he get a foot down? He did, and he stops the clock. So another first down at the 43 on the pass.
Yeah, that's a great throw there by Brooks and a great catch there by the receiver, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. And so the Hornets are now driving and trying to put some pressure on the Wolves to score before the half. And so, again, we'll see what our defense is made of here.
Right here, it's big. You're right, and Coach, you called it before the halftime. We couldn't have moved them down. We couldn't have flipped the field any better than we flipped it. Maybe just giving them a little bit too much room. They get in there, and it's going to be tackled. They're hustling up with 1:13 and counting down. They make it up to the 45-yard line on that.
And that time there was some pressure on the quarterback there as he was able to connect and make the completion, but he didn't have much time to set his feet.
2nd and 7. Under a minute. Click, click, over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete as the Wolves get a moment to breathe, as do the fans, quite frankly. I think in the stadium you kind of feel what's happening right now, too, how important this moment in the game is.
Yeah, I didn't want to really speak on it, but athletic sports as a whole are a game of runs, game of momentum swings, and you can kind of feel that missed drive opportunity by the Wolves kind of took some of the life out of the team. So hopefully our defense can respond here with the stop.
Because that can bring it right back for the second half. As they get up there, Story going to bring him down! Riley Story takes him down. Helmet comes off. Quarterback's going to have to step off for a play, you would think. And that is a big loss.
Great play there by Riley Story.
And the Wolves call a timeout after that play. 44 seconds to go before halftime. Let's talk about that as the indication that I saw was the Wolves called this timeout after that loss all the way back to the 30-yard line.
Right, and so as I'm looking, so they call the timeout, sets up third down. I would assume as the quarterback change happens, the clock will then restart. So great call timeout by the Wolves to try to give yourself some breathing room for the potential punt to set up an opportunity to score before the half is what I would imagine was the thought process there. So third down and long for the Wolves, new quarterback. I'm going to guess it's a run, but I could be very wrong here.
Yeah. As they bring the punter on.
Maybe it is fourth down. That would make more sense why they called timeout.
Yep. Okay. Fourth down. Even the scoreboard had third down, so we missed it somewhere, but I'm happy we did. Fourth down and a long way to go as the Wolves take it. That's KD Palmer, and he's going to make it up to the 49-yard line. That's a great return of 13 yards. KD Palmer for the Wolves sets up his team nicely.
32 seconds right here, Daniel. I'm going to yield to you. Do you know the strength of our kicker and what his comfortable state is?
Yeah, Parker Snow could hit around the 30. We get anywhere around the 10, he could hit it.
Gotcha.
You push him out to 30 to 35, I don't even know if they try it,
gotcha,
quite frankly. So we need to be somewhere around the 15 to even be thinking about a field goal, I would think. Now, personally, if we're anywhere down around the 20 even, I'd let him boot it because if he nails it, he's definitely got the leg if he kicks it. You know what I mean? But it's always hard to do in a game. So the Wolves, 1st and 10 from their own 48. I am looking forward to seeing what these play calls are, honestly. As the variety is that we've had, let's see what the Wolves can do. And can you see how many timeouts we have over there?
Can't see. I know we don't have many more than one. I don't think we have any.
Delay a game, I believe, against the Wolves.
That's going to move us back 5 yards.
Yeah. That negates the excellent return by KD, but let's see if that affects the play calling. Yep, they're going to give it to McClendon. He's going to go around. There's going to be a flag down, so that's going to stop the clock. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's usually where holding is called.
That goes for about a 1-yard gain.
I believe they got us for holding on that left side there. And
that'll take us back another 10 to the 33.
Venture to say that the Wolves will keep it on the ground here and
just take a knee.
Take some consolation knowing we have a 7-0 lead heading to the half, and as we defer to the second half of the coin toss, we'll have the ball coming back out of the half.
Yeah, and what that has to do for the young men is they can think, wow, we could be up 21.
Absolutely.
Or they can think, you know what, we just shot ourselves in the foot and we beat them 7-0 in the first half. We gave them nothing.
Absolutely, and there's definitely a lot of reason to be confident coming out of the second half as you're up against a very good Booker T. Washington team, 7-0. So we'll see what we do coming out of the half as the Wolves jog off the field into the locker room up 7-0.
Fun night at Jim Thorpe Stadium. We'll bring you some of the halftime band performance. Stay with us. The band is incredible this year. You're going to want to see it. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV.
Jaden Smith received a $100 value from Hardesty's Meats and Deli, thanks to BB Woodworks, as Jaden was player of the game for his efforts against East Central. Jaden had 9 tackles, 3 for a loss, 2 fumble recoveries, 1 forced fumble, and 1 of his recoveries was for a touchdown. Thank you to Hardesty's Meat and Deli, BB Woodworks, and ShawneeCTV. Jaden Smith, BB Woodworks Player of the Game.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has trade classes for all ages. These programs are not just for our high school students, they are for all ages, and you have the opportunity to get further educated within our community and pick up a trade skill today at Gordon Cooper Technology Center.
Kevin Hanna, Frontier Commercial Group, specializes in both commercial and residential real estate. Whether you're looking to secure the perfect commercial space or find your dream home, Kevin's team helps you achieve your real estate goals. Visit Kevin's interactive website to get started today. Downtown Auto Body works for you with your insurance company to reduce your hassles. Downtown Auto Body is on your side to get your vehicle repaired as it should be, back at top condition. Trust Downtown Auto Body, Main Street, Shawnee. Every detail tells a story, every sparkle a memory waiting to be made. At L's Jewelry, timeless craftsmanship meets modern elegance, designed for life's most precious moments. L's Jewelry is Shawnee's friendly jeweler. At Hardesty Deli, the food is great and the people are even better. A genuinely local atmosphere. The Oliver family has more than 70 years as butchers with Hardesty. If you're in Shawnee, you gotta stop at Hardesty Deli.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
First Med Urgent Care is here, 4010 North Kickapoo, right next door to Mazzio's, open 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day. Short wait times if you have to wait at all. Self-check-in, COVID, flu, strep, care, and testing you get at First Med. Great for parents after work because of the long evening hours. Non-emergency, which is life-threatening care, you get here at First Med. Access training, stitches, lacerations, even with broken arms, whatever it is you need, you get it at First Med. Everyone is so nice at First Med Urgent Care, 4010 North Kickapoo. Thank you.
Take care.
Wolves fans, tonight we have a very special presentation for you. Tonight we are proud to recognize the winners of the Jim Thorpe Legacy Art Contest. These talented students use their creativity to honor the incredible life and legacy of Jim Thorpe, a world-class athlete and a true Oklahoma legend. Please join us in congratulating our winners. For Division 1, Kindergartner from representing the Iowa tribe of Oklahoma, Amari Gibson. For Division II, second grader from Horace Mann Elementary, June Schatz. A second grader from Sequoia Elementary, representing the Kickapoo tribe of Oklahoma, Zadie Thompson. Second grader from Will Rogers Elementary, representing the Choctaw Nation, Maggie Duarte. And for Division III, fifth grader from Horace Mann Elementary, representing the Choctaw Nation, Gianna Willis. Fifth grader from Jefferson Elementary, representing the Choctaw Nation, Gianna Aurora Cullum. Fourth grader from Sequoia Elementary, representing the Pawnee Nation, Gabriel Moreno. Second grader from Jefferson, representing Potawatomi Nation, Amara Nichelle Johnson. And fifth grader from Will Rogers Elementary, representing the Comanche Nation, Malachi Pokawatchik. And Division IV, sixth grader from Shawnee Middle School, representing the Navajo Nation, Nebrian Thompson. Division V, 12th grader from Shawnee High School, representing the Kickapoo tribe of Oklahoma, Nina Thorpe. 10th grader from Jim Thorpe Academy, representing the Sac and Fox Nation, Caden Johnson. And 10th grader from Jim Thorpe Academy, representing the Kickapoo tribe of Oklahoma, December Naneto. Let's give all these students a round of applause for their outstanding work. Also, as a part of tonight's celebration, joining our winners on the field, we are honored to the tribe partners. These tribes play an integral role in supporting our community and upholding the traditions that are central to our Native American heritage. Please join us in honoring the following tribal nations. The Tribal Secretary of Absentee Shawnee, Misty McGirt. Chief of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma, Zena Yessen. Councilperson of the Iowa Nation, Abraham Lincoln. From the Citizen Potawatomi Nation, Director of Language, Justin Neely. From the Citizen of Potawatomi Nation, Accounting and Longtime Employee, April Sitton. And we have a couple special guests also joining us on the field. Please give it up for your 2025-2026 Miss Sac and Fox Nation. Olivia Gray. Also joining her is your 2025-2026 Little Miss Sac and Fox Nation, Jessica Rascal. Unable to join us this evening, but we would also like to thank the Kickapoo tribe of Oklahoma. We are deeply grateful for all of these contributions and partnerships with Shawnee Public Schools. We are proud to have each of these tribes here with us tonight. In case you didn't know, our Shawnee Public Schools student body is 30% Native American, representing over 40 tribes across the country. Let's give them another round of applause. Wolves fans, as a special treat, please welcome your 2025 2025-2026 Wolf Spirit Dancers.
Presenting our Wolf Spirit Dancers. We will begin with the boys. Men's dance category. To our Native American people. There will be our final dance here, dancing their style. So let's give them a round of applause. Our girls Wolf Spirit Dancers. Each one of you that's here, Shawnee Public Schools, that's it for us. Go Wolves!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your very own Pride of the Pack Marching Band. The Shawnee Pride of the Pack is under the direction of Joseph Craven, Desiree Whiteman, and Aaron Key, with additional direction from Caden Drummond, Kendall Farmer, Devin Irwin Acker, and William Weldon. The band is led by drum majors Kylie Certain, Alyssa Tomlin, and Darius Irving. Their 2025 competitive show is titled The Making of Medusa. Drum majors Kylie Certain and Alyssa Tomlin, are you ready? The Pride of the Pack is proud to present their 2025 marching show, The Making of Medusa.
ShawneeCTV would like to thank the following community sponsors in helping make this broadcast possible. Sebastian Homes, specializing in exceptional residential properties. Grand Roofing Company. Give David James or Stephen Johns a call. Jeff Chamblin, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, enjoys helping people. Marco's Pizza. Order faster. Online. Pine Cliff Printers. Making good impressions for you. Robert Owens, McElroy and Owens Funeral Group. City Bites. Grab a bite of great food. McAllister's Deli. What can we make for you? Schlotzsky's, for a mouthful of flavor. Find your flavors at Qdoba Mexican Eats. BB Woodworks Player of the Game, every game. Lucky Day Heating and Air Conditioning. Thank you, Corey Crenshaw and crew. Legendary Tenders, Chicken Express. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Mentoring with a mission. Uplift Mentoring. When your pet is family, pause to remember. Wesley United Methodist Church. Worship, study, serve. Find your flavor at Wingstop, the wing experts. Temple Baptist Church, delighted to serve you. Great Plains Graphics, Shawnee's store for swag. Cazadores, a local favorite Mexican restaurant. Taco Bell, satisfy your cravings. Live Moss. St. Benedict Fall Festival, Saturday, October 4th, a family favorite.
We are back. Halftime festivities. Thank you to the production crew for grabbing that. Great job by the Shawnee band. As we come back, the clock shows 12 minutes. It is 24 minutes, Coach Chad Johnson, to one of these teams walking off very happy.
Yeah, and it was a great first half for our Wolves, able to really get some things going there, and if we're not for a unfortunate turnover there on the goal line, the Wolves had a chance to go up 2 scores. Nonetheless, they get the ball back coming out of the second half, and it'll be interesting to see how the Hornets respond as they are down 7-0, obviously coming in one of the top-ranked teams in 5A. But I think a lot of credit goes to our Wolves and just the way we've come out with some intensity and some aggression to start the game.
Well, again, you talked about Booker T being a prideful program. So are the Shawnee Wolves, and these guys felt confident in the locker room. It was a very good halftime coming out of the locker room. We're looking to push it to that 2 scores. Not the best half of football, but certainly a good half of football for the Wolves, and legitimately it could be a 2-score game right now, if not a 3-score. The turnover we're talking about at the 1-yard line came from the 29-yard line from line of scrimmage. We also were playing around on the 1-foot line and came away empty-handed after a blocked field goal. Really, the offense has really been able to move the ball against this Booker T defense.
Absolutely, and you think of guys in particular, Braylon Lassiter, Ramel Slaughter, of course, Jaden Hunt had the lone touchdown of the evening. But there were several guys who were able to be very impactful for our offense there as we were able to move the ball up the field. So it'll be very interesting to see how we are able to repeat that here in the second half.
Well, it will be Shawnee football to start the second half as Booker T pushed back another 5 yards. And it's going to be Ramel Slaughter. And he's going to go down at about the 17. No chance, really. Return of about 7 yards on that play. Nothing Ramel could do there as 2 Booker T defenders on him simultaneously.
Yeah, and Ramel tried to bounce that one to the outside and couldn't really find a crease. So the Wolves will start with the football just inside their own 20-yard line.
Ethan Lane, I see, stepping out there on the offensive line to start things off, along with Walden, Serena, Gillum, Bramlett, Evans, finishes it out. So a 6-man front. They give to McClendon up the middle. It hasn't been much there. It didn't lose, but it didn't gain either. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the Shawnee 19-yard line.
Yeah, and one thing I've noticed tonight is McClendon's been getting a bulk of the carries. The Wolves do have a couple other guys they can feature in the backfield, Palmer and Trey Barber, and obviously Lassiter. McClendon's been getting the bulk of the carries tonight.
Lassiter calling for it. He takes it, and he's going to the sideline. Great catch on the back shoulder. Couldn't have delivered that any better.
Great throw and great catch there by K.D. Palmer. So wherever he's at, whether it's in the backfield, on the defensive side, and as you see here, catching the ball as a wide receiver, he's able to make a play. You get the ball in his hands, and good things tend to happen.
Gotta like that delivery from the senior quarterback, as he knew who he was throwing it to, a very talented receiver. He put his foot in the ground and caught it right on that, right behind the defender. It was good defense.
Absolutely great throw there. Got his feet set and one-on-one coverage. The defender really wasn't even looking, couldn't see.
So 1st and 10 from the 37. Lassiter going to keep it around the right side, and he's going to make the corner. Lassiter out of bounds, close to another 1st down.
Great block there by McClendon, getting out there and helping Lassiter pick up that 1st down. It's close to the 1st down, actually.
Yep, I guess he stepped out at the 46. So the line of scrimmage must have been just behind on the 37. That's my bad. And it'll be 2nd and a long 1. The Wolves staying with this large front. 6 across. And the give to K.D. Palmer around the left side. K.D. cutting it up. And when they hit you, they stop you, but not before Palmer picks up enough for another Wolves 1st down.
All right, and you see there the Wolves have McClendon and Palmer in the backfield. Hand it off to Palmer, who picks up the 1st down. So, and just moving the ball up the field right now, taking what the defense gives them, really trying to assert their dominance on the run game.
And they're doing it nicely as Lassiter gets the play from Coach McGuire. You got to love the game. I've said it 3 times. You got to love the game that McGuire is calling tonight. As again, you see both backs in the backfield, Slaughter on the close side, and the give this time to K.D. Palmer. He makes the one miss, and he's up with a late flag, as that's gang tackling. Not sure what that flag is going to be. It came down late. Usually a flag like that is for holding.
Yeah, it looked like they had somebody in the middle of the field there, what I presume to be a hold call.
And they pull it back, so they're going to mark it from the, holding. They're going to mark it from the 48 of Booker T. Unfortunate. It will be another 1st down, but it's going to be 1st and 16. They go back to the 42 after the penalty. And, just before the interception, that's what stalled our drive. You felt a little bit of maybe desperation because we had just taken that 5-yard penalty when we tried to force that long pass. Let's see if we're able to work through this one and continue this drive. McClendon in the backfield with Lassiter. He calls for it, and he's to the outside.
A lot of contact on that one there, Daniel, but no flag thrown as Lassiter was looking for Slaughter there on the outside.
Maybe they felt that was uncatchable. Let's see where this comes down as we get it over there. I'm not sure. That's really not their job when it's that close.
No.
But they had a much better angle than we do all the way across the field, that's for sure. But it does bring down a big 2nd down play. We need to get 8 here to give us a chance on 3rd.
Absolutely here.
Lassiter's going to take it over that right side, and he's going to get about 3 as he gets back up to the 45-yard line. Booker T on that, and you quickly see how penalties can really stall a drive, especially against a good team.
Yeah, and you said it at the onset of the call there. Just 5 games into the season, you definitely want your team to grow and mature, and that was something that we saw early on in the season, just how penalties could mount up. And so, again, 3rd and long here, as a result of the penalty, sets up a...
Got to think they're looking towards Palmer. Nope, he's going the other way. Slaughter, and he gets held. Wow. That was the one that was called against us earlier in the game. Right there.
He was a lot of physicality there with Slaughter on the outside. I would venture to say if the flag wasn't thrown, it was probably because it was deemed to be uncatchable, although I thought if he was not held, he might have had a chance to catch that one.
Certainly. As we're going to have a great shot of it right here. It's right there is where he gets pulled.
Yeah, I'm
the classic pull and then put your hands up like you didn't do anything. But that gets the defense back on the field. This is how the game started. Let's see what kind of bounce we can get out of this. That's what can happen. One missed tackle on the onset, and they sting you. This will be the best field position for Booker T. And they come out of halftime, of course, confident. And let's see what the defense can do. They're definitely in 4-down territory. They're going to have 4 downs to make 10 yards. And they know that. This is big.
Yeah, great return there by the Hornets, setting up great field position inside their own 30.
Just a loss of containment, and fortunate that we got him. So 1st and 10 from the Shawnee 28-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Hornets.
And from under center, they take it. Good defensive swarm. I think the first one in there was Jaden Smith that snuffed it, but he was not the one with the tackle. I believe that was Cade McKee and Logan Skelton, as they mark it a 3-yard loss back to the 30, a 2-yard loss back to the 30-yard line. So that brings up 2nd and 12. Here you see the Wolves really getting in quick, and a host of Wolves.
Yeah, and the Hornets had a different quarterback in there at the time. Number 11 was the quarterback. I wonder if that was a result of the helmet coming off the last drive for the Hornets. But as we see, number 2, Levi Brooks, back in the game.
The pass over to Washington, and he's taken out of bounds after a gain of about 8 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and short.
Wolves were able to get into the backfield there, and Brooks just kind of flipped it out to his running back, and Washington was able to get to the outside.
22 from the 22, 3rd and about 4. Just stepped in, and that's what they can do. You can't overrun Little Washington. That's what happens when you do. The Wolves know it, and Booker T. Washington strikes first in the second half.
The Wolves just kind of got over pursued there and got out of their lanes and gave up a crease for the touchdown. So gets the Hornets on the board, and now we have a ball game.
That's right. Again, the Wolves in the backfield there, they were not able to contain that time as they were in the first half able to do it. And the kick is good. 7-7 our score. 7:09 to play in the third. Stay with us.
ShawneeCTV would like to thank the following community sponsors in helping make this broadcast possible. Sebastian Homes, specializing in exceptional residential properties. Grand Roofing Company. Give David James or Stephen Johns a call. Jeff Chamblin, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, enjoys helping people. Marco's Pizza. Order faster. Online. Pine Cliff Printers. Making good impressions for you. Robert Owens, McElroy and Owens Funeral Group. City Bites. Grab a bite of great food. McAllister's Deli. What can we make for you? Schlotzsky's, for a mouthful of flavor. Find your flavors at Qdoba Mexican Eats. BB Woodworks Player of the Game, every game. Lucky Day Heating and Air Conditioning. Thank you, Corey Crenshaw and crew. Legendary Tenders, Chicken Express. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Mentoring with a mission. Uplift Mentoring. When your pet is family, pause to remember. Wesley United Methodist Church. Worship, study, serve. Find your flavor at Wingstop, the wing experts. Temple Baptist Church, delighted to serve.
We're back as the kick again going to go to Slaughter as he takes it at the 5. And Ramel makes the first couple miss and is going to get down to the 23-yard line before he's taken down. That was a nice run back by Ramel Slaughter.
Yeah, he bounces to the right side again. This time he had a little bit of a lane and was able to break free there to pick up some extra yardage. So sets up the Wolves with the ball on the 24. Yep, call it 24-yard line.
Yep.
So see how we respond to the Hornets touchdown. And
there, Ramel just able to out-athletic a few of them to get by him. I thought when he got by that first wave, he might have something going. And he did. 20-yard return, nicely done by the junior Ramel Slaughter. As Braylon Laster back in there, it looks like McClendon next to him, Coach? Or does that look like KD to you?
It looks like KD. Yeah,
and the give is to KD. He comes off this right side. Oh, it's Trey Barber.
I was going to say, that looked like number 2, Trey Barber, so he gets his first touch of the.
And he's going to pick up 2 up to the 26-yard line before he's brought back.
So again, the Wolves have a host of running backs they can go to give the ball to in the backfield, and this time it's Travion Barber.
And he actually fought up to the 27 before being driven back, as the Wolves now with 2nd and 7. Close side is Jay Hunt. It's Barber next to Laster. The keep by Laster, he breaks it up, and he's going to go to the outside and be brought down at about the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
They're going to give him 1 to the 28, and the Wolves with a big third down.
Big third down here for the Wolves right now. I mean, momentum's in favor of the Hornets, and so if you can get a first down here, kind of level things out, puts you right where you want to be.
They bring Skelton and Gillum off.
3rd and 6 for the Wolves at the 28-yard line.
And Laster calls for it, rolls off his back foot, and the catch made as KD Palmer over the 40 for a Wolves first down. A flag comes down late. I think that's going to be sideline interference because there were no Wolves out there. That's evident. And let's see what the call as the referee Where are they marking him? It was against them. Did you see what that was?
I did not see the call.
They moved it back 5. So they should move it up 5, right? Should be 1st and 10 for the Wolves from the 41.
Yep.
Okay. So it's 1st and 10 for the Wolves from the 46 after the penalty. And I think it was a sideline deal. When she dropped the referee, or when the referee dropped the flag, I think she was tripping as she went. So
it's good eyes there, Daniel.
The penalty to the 46, they get it to the outside, and it's going to be incomplete. That's probably a blessing for the Wolves that it drops incomplete. 2nd down and 10 for the Wolves. The defender right there at the time of the ball, and more than likely, Katie's a great athlete, but more than likely a loss on that play if he catches it.
Yeah, very fortunate for the Wolves there, because there was definitely a defender on Palmer as he would have caught it.
Barber remains in the backfield. And the keep by Laster, and he's got room. Laster down across for another 1st down as they mark him out of bounds at the 41-yard line of Booker T. Washington.
Great keep there by Lassiter. Pulling it and getting to the outside as he's able to pick up the 1st down and just gets out of bounds. So Wolves now in striking distance as they moved across the 50-yard line.
13 yards on the pickup. And Laster back up at the line. And we have time called by the referee. It looks like maybe it was a Shawnee timeout. Nope, they're bringing him back on. Let's see what he does with the clock. Only 11 seconds on the play clock. I didn't see the indication that it's a timeout by either of the teams. The play clock was down to 11. Both teams taking advantage of this. 1st and 10 for the Wolves from the Booker T 41-yard line. As the Wolves coming out with a pretty good drive of their own, a pretty good response. They just got hit in the mouth, Coach. This is the kind of response they needed.
Absolutely. I mean, we knew that the Hornets were not just going to lay down. They obviously are highly ranked and have had a lot of success over the last few years, so we knew that they were going to come out with some punch. And so it's good to see our Wolves come out with some fight of their own and really respond to that touchdown by the Hornets.
And that's how the Hornets do it, is they catch a break, like that big return all the way down to start by our 28-yard line. A response here, huge for the Shawnee Wolves. Laster spotted by Barber next to him, and he's looking over the middle. He's got time, and now he's going to run. There's a flag. It's going to be holding.
Yeah, and that one's just
a lot of time for the quarterback.
A lot of time, and after a while, your offensive line, you know, there's only so much they can do when
when they're big and bad coming at you.
Exactly.
So it'll either be 2nd and 10 or 1st and 20, depending on if the penalty is accepted. They do, and they move them back. So it's going to go back to the Shawnee 49-yard line. The Wolves 1st and 20 from their 49. And again, just a little bit too long. Good coverage in the secondary. And Laster gives it to Barber up the middle. He's going to get up to the 49 of Booker T. So a pickup of 2. back into Booker T territory.
Hand off up the middle there, trying to get something back there. And not much there up the middle, as there were several Hornets there ganged up on him for the tackle.
Play coming in, plenty of time on the play clock at the moment. Game clock down to 3:56 in the ball game. As the Wolves offense again moving the ball. They have overcome one penalty already on this drive. Can they overcome another one? Laster looking to the sideline, and he throws it deep and out of bounds, trying to get it to Astala.
Yeah, there was not much there. Just kind of tried to lead them out there, and great coverage there by the Hornets. Sets up third down for the Wolves. Well, we've been pretty successful this evening on third down, but third and long.
Difficult against an athletic team like Booker T. Want to get it close, though, if you can. But you also don't want to give them a momentum shift of any sort either, as this drive calms everybody back down. Play the field position ball game. Laster gets away. He throws it downfield. Caught by Slaughter as Slaughter makes it to the 20, down to the 16. Great play by Braylon Laster for the first down. I see no flags on the field, and I see the first down indication.
That would have been a SportsCenter top 10 play, Daniel. I mean, bottled up, scrambled out, spun out, nearly falls down and makes a little jump pass there across the field to Ramel Slaughter. What a play there by Lassiter, and an even better catch there. Slaughter looked like he might have had a knee down when he catches it, but first down nonetheless.
Yes. Wolves catch a break there as no replay. 3:05 to go. And Laster over the right side into the secondary. Braylon Laster in for a touchdown! Shawnee Wolves! Great drive put together and spearheaded by quarterback Braylon Laster as the Wolves punch right back in the third quarter as they go up by a touchdown.
I'm really at a loss right now, Dan. I mean, just two phenomenal plays there by Braylon Lassiter, which capped off by the touchdown. You can definitely see as he's walking off the sideline that he's got that look in his eye that he is not to go down without a fight. And just great play there by Lassiter. Ramel Slaughter obviously making the catch there.
Snow in for the all-important extra point. Every point important in these games. It goes up. It's through. Wolves ahead 14-7 with 2:55 to play in the third. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV. Together we're building community, one season at a time.
Great Plains Graphics, Shawnee's store for swag.
Cazadores, a local favorite Mexican restaurant.
Taco Bell, satisfy your cravings. Live Moss. St. Benedict Fall Festival, Saturday, October 4th, a family favorite. All Safe Security. When you go with us, you're all safe. We solve home and business security needs. We install surround sound and can help with Ethernet wiring. Builder packages available. Keep all safe. Go with All Safe Security.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
Gear up your family with unique request one-off orders at Bleacher Season online store. That's right, little brother, dad, and mom with clothes and gear unique to your family. A bunch of cool gear to order. Bleacher Season makes your idea a reality. Gear up for the games at bleacherseason.com.
Man, we have to watch that play again. Really, you're calling it a SportsCenter top 20. Braylon Laster with a purely athletic play as he comes up the middle, runs over safety, and makes the touchdown. It was the play before that that I thought we were going to have the replay for. Maybe we'll catch it again later, but that in itself great play by the quarterback.
Absolutely. And what I noticed is number 21, one of the standout players for the Hornets, just kind of helped them up out of respect, and that's all you can do.
That's how quick it can happen. Special teams again. As Booker T takes it right back and scores another touchdown. Now, they just got punched back in the face. And the offense gets the opportunity to go back out on the field, and this is what happens when you play Booker T. Big returns have set them up, and it is, can you continue to play disciplined football? Because many teams buckle. And will the Wolves buckle? That's the question. Or will we continue to march down the field?
Yeah, and I mean, you got to keep your poise. I mean, as much as we may not want to admit or, say, this is kind of what you anticipated. High-level teams competing for district standings. You knew the Hornets weren't going to go away, and here we are.
Yep. So it took them 14 seconds to put 7 on the board, as we'll keep it here. Coach, as a high school coach, your teams go back and forth and you have momentum swings. It's really about the response, isn't it? It's always about the response.
Absolutely, and this is where you draw on your practice and your habits, your things that you preach every single day, because at the end of the day, this is what happens. Great teams make plays, players make things happen, and you can't really ride that wave, so to speak, because then you take yourself out of focus. And so you got to really trust your process, trust your practice, and just stick to your game plan.
Well, the Wolves now have their chance for a return, and it's not necessarily that this has to be a big play, because the way the Wolves have controlled this ball game has been showing that they can move the ball against this tough Booker T. Washington defense. And now you could say, well, our offense may be tired. We were just out on the field. Well, we just moved 76 yards down the field, overcoming 2 penalties. You would say the same thing perhaps about the defense. So right now, it's really interesting because it's not like momentum has shifted anywhere yet. It's like, what can we do in response as KD gets the return, and he's going to be knocked back at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and KD right there trying to make a play. Might have been better off letting that one bounce into the end zone. But, again, you can't fault his effort there, just trying to make something happen and setting up the Wolves on about their 14.
Yeah, what do you call it, Coach? Yep. Right at the 15,
right
maybe?
Right at the 15 there. So we'll see Braylon Lassiter and company come back out and try to light up the scoreboard again here.
Yep. As the band keeps it going, great atmosphere for high school sports.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really say it many more times. This is what you want, right? These are the moments you practice for, the things you preach, and here you are.
Laster comes out with the empty backfield. Tate McClendon stepping out there as it's not empty anymore. 5 seconds, he's got to go. He does, and the give is to McClendon. McClendon breaks it out. McClendon up the field and going to be close to a first down. Best run of the night for Tate McClendon. They weren't ready for him.
No, he just slipped through the gap there and was able to find some space and get to the second level and picking up the first down. It's a great run there by McClendon as there's a injured Hornet on the field.
Is that their big man? We will check as we go to a break. We'll be back. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV. First Med Urgent Care is here. 4010 North Kickapoo, right next door to Mazzio's. Open 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day. Short wait times if you have to wait at all. Self-check-in. COVID, flu, strep, care, and testing you get at First Med. Great for parents after work because of the long evening hours. Non-emergency, which is life-threatening care, you get here at First Med. Access training, stitches, lacerations, even with broken arms, whatever it is you need, you get it at First Med. Everyone is so
So nice at First Med Urgent Care, 4010 North King. Thank you.
Take care.
Call Chase Robinson walked off under his own power. We like to see that. It is second and very short for the Wolves. Like to see him pick up the first down here as he keeps it, throws it out of bounds, and there's a flag. That's going to be a first down for the Wolves. Holding, probably, maybe pass interference, but it was pretty obvious.
Yeah, that one was definitely egregious, as there was a couple of them that they let go, and so it looks like the Wolves will pick up this first down.
Penalty on Booker T. $15 yards, pass interference, up to the 40-yard line. Offense gets that all-important first down in any drive. McClendon stays in the backfield. Laster making the call. And the give to McClendon, and he's got some space. McClendon to the outside. McClendon around the corner. McClendon to the 30, to the 20. Knocked out up at the 17-yard line. Tate McClendon with a burst of speed that we're getting used to seeing.
And there you have it right there, ladies and gentlemen. Just the methodical approach to running the ball. McClendon hadn't had much success all night up the middle, and you just keep churning away, keep taking your jabs, and eventually those holes will open up. As you see here on the replay, McClendon gets a nice little block there on the outside to spring him.
His speed is very impressive. Laster around the right side. Laster going to get taken down at the line of scrimmage. And a flag comes in late. Let's see which way that flag goes. Is it going to be against gray or against white? We will see. I can't see the white hat. There he is. We'll keep an eye on it. Definitely a penalty after the play as flags went a-flying. Here we'll see the replay, and let's see if we can keep it running a little bit and see what we actually end up seeing. I think that's what we see as he comes over the player, and that's going to be a unsportsmanlike conduct against them. Oh, it's against both of them. So the Wolves must have reacted to that because that was over the quarterback, and we negated the penalty. And that's just speculation, but that's what it looked like happened. As it goes a replay of first down or both dead balls, so it's going to be second down. We'll see if it's first or second.
Like
they're keeping it first, so offsetting penalties.
I think it's going to be second down.
Okay, they flipped it, yes. Okay, 2nd and 10. McClendon, or up the middle is Laster, as he's going to pick up 5. And he's inside the 15. We're going to mark it at the 13, Coach.
Yeah, it looks like he picked up a couple and fought for another 1 or 2. And they'll mark it at about the 13, about the 13.
Okay. So it looks like it's 2nd and 6 maybe. Makes it to the 13. 3rd down. They still haven't marked second on the chains. The give up the middle, and McClendon pushing forward. Going to pick up maybe a yard. And now it's saying 3rd down. Are we going to get an extra down?
Brings up 3rd down on the play, 3rd and 5 for the Wolves.
Looks like it. We like to see that.
Yeah, I mean,
it could be the chains were confused as it's now to the 12, 3rd and 5 for the Wolves. Let's see what the coaching staff has here as we again deep in Booker T territory. Up the middle, Laster gets enough. Laster all the way down, and Laster down at the 1-yard line, and great run by the quarterback of 12 yards.
Just tripped up there at the goal line. Picks up the first down as Laster scampers up the middle, and great blocking there by our offensive line.
I don't know if you can get any closer, and that's going to end the quarter. We'll be back first from inches. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV.
In today's world, fast and reliable internet isn't a luxury. CVEC Fiber is connecting our community with 100% fiber optic internet. From ultra-smooth gaming to crystal clear video calls, you'll never miss a moment. Visit CVECfiber.com to sign up.
Great prices sell cars, and Castrokey Auto Mart truly understands that principle. Straightforward pricing with no gimmicks. Located on the corner of Harrison and Jefferson for over 40 years, shop at the lot or online. Castrokey Auto Mart. They're good people. Stewart & Clover Attorneys and Title Company exists to help people. It really is that simple. Whether you have personal or business legal questions or need help navigating land title issues, Stewart & Clover is big enough to solve problems, small enough to care.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
Good throw gets Bertram. And that's smashed. Nothing new.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
We are back. Coach Chad Johnson, we are at the 1 foot line, and this is one of those reruns.
Yeah.
We had this in the first to go up 2 scores. Now we need it to go up a score, as he goes right up the middle, and they don't give it to him. Touchdown! Shawnee Wolves! Great job by the front 7 as Laster follows his big lineman against the all-everything nose tackle up there, and the Wolves come out on top with that run.
Yeah, so the Wolves came out in an empty set, and then Laster just walks up right under the center and just sneaks it in.
Here we see it. Follows Gillum, and that was enough. Big extra point here for the sophomore. Tight situation. Parker Snow gets it up, and he puts it through. Okay, let's talk about this, Coach Chad Johnson. As we start the 4th quarter, the Wolves come through again. Now, they have taken 2 massive blows. They have controlled this football game on 2 phases of the game, the offensive phase and the defensive phase. Booker T has controlled the special teams with what they have done here in the second half, but really, that's all they've been able to establish.
Yeah, and we talked about it at the onset of the call that there's 3 phases to football, right? Offense, defense, and your special teams. And your special teams a lot of times is where you can win in the margins. And I feel like if we, had taken more advantage of the special teams opportunities that we had, we'd feel a little more comfortable about the situation. But to the credit of Booker T, they were able to make some plays and put themselves in some advantageous situations. But I will say the one thing that I've loved about our team this evening is that despite what has occurred, we've been able to respond. Mm-hmm. We've had a lot of unfortunate situations, but we've responded. And that's what you like to see over the course of the season with your team, is just the learning lessons, the growth and the maturation as the season progresses.
I agree, Coach. And that's what they were talking about as players in the locker room was they were saying, remember the opener, remember PCN, remember Putt North, meaning they had dominated that first half, and then they allowed some things in the second half to throw them off, and it was more of a sloppy second half. Not the case tonight, as they have responded and have to feel good about where they're at. As the Wolves, they touch down, and that could be a break for the Wolves as Farley touches his knee down at the 24. No run back. Booker T is going to have to drive the length of the field against this tough Shawnee defense, and they haven't been able to do it thus far this evening.
Yeah, last time the defense was out with Booker T offense on the field, got a little overzealous in their pursuit and created a lane out, just lost some containment. So see how the defense comes out this drive here and looks to stop the Hornet offense.
So 11:52, the onset of the fourth quarter. It's been an offensive second half, a defensive first half. Wolves up 21-14. Both teams scoring 14 in the third quarter. As he goes down, Washington goes down quick, and that is Nolan Ward in there quick for the Wolves.
Looks like he got stopped before he could start there, as we had great pursuit and got there in the backfield and tripped the runner up. And so 2nd and 12 for the Hornets.
Loss of 2 at the 22, as it was actually Cade McKee who was in there quickly, the sophomore middle linebacker. You called it 2nd and 12. The fake, and he's looking to go to the sideline, and it's picked off! K.D. Palmer in for a Wolves touchdown! The Wolves finally get a break of their own, and K.D. Palmer takes it to the house!
Wow, great hands there by Palmer. Right place, right time, and sometimes that's what it takes, just being in the right place at the right time, and was able to take it the distance and get a defensive touchdown. And again, like we said before, when K.D. Palmer touches the football, good things can happen.
Great job by Palmer. Like you say, right place at the right time, but he does what athletes do, just like Booker T has done the last 2 plays on their special teams. They just did what athletes do, and now Shawnee gets the break on the defensive side, which they have dominated all night long. New kicker in for the Wolves, and he kicks it up, and it's just off. I'm not sure where Parker was on that one, but that does not go through. 27-14 now for the Wolves as we get the 2-score lead that we earned in the first half.
Absolutely, and sometimes the football gods are in your favor. We weren't able to get one on the 1 yard line in the first half, and we're able to recoup it here in the second half with the pick 6 there by Palmer.
Shawnee TD on the defensive side, the second game in a row, the Wolves scoring a defensive touchdown, and they come back now with 11:05, and I said 14 points each team in the third. I realized the touchdown was actually made 7 seconds into the fourth, but really this has been a defensive struggle in the first half, and 28 points being scored in the third quarter relatively and speaking. And now here we go again, the defense with the next touchdown.
Yeah, you definitely feel like the offensive touchdown we scored combined with that defensive touchdown has given our team a lot of momentum, a lot of confidence here, as there's still a lot of time left in the game, but you can definitely sense that there's a little bit of confidence going into the last stretch of the ball game for the Wolves.
Yeah, and I'm looking for Parker Snow anywhere on the sideline. Not sure why the super sophomore was not able to get out there to make that kick attempt. But that's something that we can find out later. Next man up.
All important kick here. Hornets have 2 guys back.
To the sideline, going to go straight out of bounds. And Booker T going to get it at the, in high school, 35 or 40, Coach?
I believe it's a 35. Looks like they're walking.
Yeah, we're both, with what we've seen, yeah, it's going to be, I think they were asking each other, like, okay, which one now?
They're going to mark it 5 yards from where it went out of bounds.
Okay. Probably because it was already close enough to the 35, I guess.
Well, have it on the 42.
I've never seen that happen that I'm aware of. But defense back on the field, as they've been able to contain Booker T all night long. Now, all important, got to stop them without points right here. He's going to the outside, trying to go deep. Jay Hunt with the interception, and another turnover for the Wolves, down to the 11-yard line. Jay Flo Hunt, TD reception in the first, big interception here in the second.
And what a play there by Hunt.
Yeah, he sees it, the receiver doesn't, and he makes the play.
And a lot of times you hear defensive coaches saying that when the ball's in the air and you're a secondary defender, you got to go play some offense and go pursue that one. And Jay Hunt, we obviously know, plays on both sides of the football, and so he's no stranger to go making plays when the ball's in the air, as we've seen him do this evening.
And the Wolves offense trots back out on the field. You got to think that the Booker T defense, they have played the majority of this second half.
Yeah, and I would venture to say that there's a lot to still be determined, but you wonder if that pick six and that interception has maybe deflated the Hornets.
We shall see. As we can't think that way, though, Coach.
No.
As a coach, you cannot have your players thinking that way. Laster calls for it, and the snap up the middle. Laster breaks a couple of tackles, and he's breaking away. Laster comes down at the 33-yard line. Another 23-yard gain for Braylon Laster.
And if there's one guy on the field that I know is not going to take his foot off the gas, it's number 5, Braylon Lassiter. He's running like they're down 13 right now and making a play there with his legs and just fighting for extra yards, which you love to see here. And what I've been most impressive tonight is that he's protected the ball when he's running.
Yes. The senior really leading the squad tonight as Braylon Lassiter coming into the groove with his new teammates as well. As he calls for it, the give this time up the middle to McClendon. McClendon doing what he does as he's up to the 36-yard line. A nice pickup of 2 for McClendon.
And then, again, McClendon just finding a crease up the middle, bouncing it to the outside. And so you're starting to see some of those runs that weren't there in the first half really open up for McClendon here in the second half.
And they mark it at the 37 for McClendon, as the Wolves are looking at 2nd and 7. And I like that they continue to pound up front. Continue to pound up front. Got to keep that defense honest. And a long drive here, how important could that be? As the Wolves have been able to move the ball against this tough Booker T front all night long.
Absolutely, and beyond not wanting to leave anything to chance, if nothing else, you definitely go score here and maybe start to send a message to the rest of the district and letting everybody know, hey, we're here and we're not going anywhere.
No chance there for McClendon as It's probably good that we were handing it off and that line was not busting through like that on that play. It's going to be a 3-yard loss back to the original 34-yard line, which was the original line of scrimmage, as the Booker T linemen were there as the handoff being handed off. 8:50 in counting. As a team, you definitely don't want to start watching the clock. As an announcer, you don't want to start watching the clock. And they try to get it over to McClendon. It really wasn't open, as 55 is really picked up for Booker T. I'm going to look him up real quick. That's Tayden Tolles. He's a junior, and he's been in on some defensive plays. He's the one that caught Laster from behind, from going even further and creating more damage. As the incomplete pass stops the clock. That's the one negative here, as the clock definitely in the Wolves' favor, but we're not watching it. Right?
No, and ended up having to punt here for the Wolves, and so Taglione flip the field for the Wolves, and that one's going to take a nice little bounce and roll.
Yep. Good job by Tal, down to the 30-yard line, and the defense is going to come back out for the Wolves. We'll take a break, 8:28 to go. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV.
Technology Center has trade classes for all ages. These programs are not just for our high school students, they are for all ages, and you have the opportunity to get further educated within our community and pick up a trade skill today at Gordon Cooper Technology Center.
Yeah, bring us back. We're back with 8:28 to play here in the ballgame. Wolves up 27-14. Booker T trots back out on the field, and they're going to be looking to make big plays with their athletes here. That's going to be taken out of bounds. First down up to the 43-yard line. Nice pitch and catch there by the quarterback.
Well, safe route there for the quarterback after throwing 2 straight interceptions on the comeback route there. So see what the Wolves can do here as the Hornets are looking to cut into this deficit.
Wolves defense has been stellar. They've played well the entire game. Can they get to him as Smith takes him out of the pocket, and they make a tough throw, and they're out of bounds. Brings up 2nd and 10. As that shows the athletic ability of the quarterback for Booker T, as he made it around a very athletic Jaden Smith and was able to make a throw 35 yards down the field.
I would venture to say that our defensive backs are on high alert right now.
Yes.
Knowing that the Hornets are going to have to put the ball in the air, secondary is looking to make a play.
The rollout, they're chasing him. He gets hit as he throws it. It's up in the air and out of bounds. And the helmet comes off again. Nice hit by K.D. Palmer. And the quarterback, helmet comes off, which means he's going to have to sit down for this big 3rd down play.
That's great pressure there by Palmer getting into the backfield. And really
here it comes. Watch this. He's just, that's Story. That's not even Palmer. Sorry about that. That was Riley Story.
Coming in there off the edge. And
Story about Story, just a sophomore, and he's playing like that. Lights out.
I had a chance to meet him this summer. He's going to play basketball, and as you see, he's a standout here on the football field. But you can definitely tell he had that mentality on the basketball field.
He's got size for you. As the new quarterback, I think, and they snap it by him, and the Wolves, that's intentional grounding. Nobody out there, the wrong. As the late flag comes out, it's going to be intentional grounding called, which puts the ball back there with loss of down. It'll be 4th down and a long way to go. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Shawnee. How is that? That moves them up for a first down. Rather than it being there, what could have happened? As everybody waits for it. If it's a post down play, they mark it from there. But regardless, where was the ball being thrown? Who was the ball being thrown to? There was nobody out here. It was thrown by the only halfback on the field. So why would it not have been intentional grounding? First of all, then okay, it's intentional grounding and a post-play penalty. That's the fan up here making the call, though. They know the rules better than I do.
The penalty is what really puts things in a quandary, because it would be fourth down regardless if it was intentional grounding or not. So I'm very curious to see how the officials decipher this.
They're going to give them 15 yards from that mark, I think, and they're going to call it fourth down. Intentional grounding against Booker T. Post-possession play, unsportsmanlike conduct against Shawnee. And the only thing that I can imagine happened there is something was said. Let's see that replay again. Can we see that replay again, maybe? And just see if maybe there was a late hit or something? Because it wasn't even the quarterback that was hit. It was a running back who picked up the ball. So the quarterback, here's the running back. They get it. Okay. We don't see what happens, but nobody hit anybody after the play. So it's fourth down. They mark it from there. And let's see if it goes to fourth down or an automatic first down.
And if I had to speculate, just based on the officials conversing with Coach Madonna, I would imagine there was probably something said or maybe a bit of taunting after the play.
So they moved it 5 yards back, and now they move it 15 yards up.
Initial grounding happened at the 20-yard line, a 5-yard mark.
So they're at the 30, and now the all-important marker is staying where it is.
Rose takes the ball out to the 30-yard line.
Post-possession is there, so it's fourth down. Okay. That's big time for the Wolves, as, again, the Riley Story play on second down with such a great pursuit and hit. The helmet comes off, and so that quarterback probably wears it pretty loose, or else it wouldn't come off like it's come off tonight. That really plays big right there.
Absolutely.
Because that quarterback couldn't come in, and they had that snap problems.
Absolutely. And so just the little nuances of the game right there proving to be very impactful and very big there, as the Hornets are now fourth and long in what seems like a desperation play to try to make something happen.
And there's going to be a timeout called.
The Wolves had about one guy on the defensive line there, maybe two looking to pressure the quarterback, and everybody else is in.
Now the quarterback is the punter as well. 7:58 to play in the ball game. Let's just set it up. 27-14. Now, in traditional play, Booker T has not really been able to accomplish much on the offensive side, but as we anticipate from them, the big plays have been what has got their 14 points.
Yeah, I mean, the scamper by number 3, Washington, for touchdown on the run, and then the kickoff return after a score by the Wolves have been the only scores for the Hornets. Aside from that, there have not been very many explosive plays for Booker T.
Okay. So the Wolves have their defensive backs in, definitely saying nothing gets behind you.
And
watch for hook and ladders.
Looks like they're going to actually punt it now. although you can never be too sure.
No. Kevin Tyner back there with Ramel Slaughter as they do punt, and the Wolves just let it go smartly. And it's going to go down to the 25-yard line where it will be 1st and 10 for the Wolves. As we take a break, Wolves up 27-14. We'll be back.
Kevin Hanna, Frontier Commercial Group, specializes in both commercial and residential real estate. Whether you're looking to secure the perfect commercial space or find your dream home, Kevin's team helps you achieve your real estate goals. Visit Kevin's interactive website to get started today.
In today's world, fast and reliable internet isn't a luxury. CVEC Fiber is connecting our community with 100% fiber optic internet. From ultra-smooth gaming to crystal-clear video calls, you'll never miss a moment. Visit CVECfiber.com to sign up.
Downtown Auto Body works for you with your insurance company to reduce your hassles. Downtown Auto Body is on your side to get your vehicle.
We're back. Braylon Laster, 1st and 10 for the Wolves. He calls for it. McClendon up the middle, and he's going to be hit immediately. And that's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. There's just too much in the middle for McClendon really to do much.
Yeah, and the Hornets defense right now really forced to bow their neck right now and really get a stop as time is not on their side. It's in favor of our Wolves here. 7 minutes and some change left in the ball game.
Play clock has 15 on it. Laster sees man defense on the outside. And he's letting it go down. He calls for it. He goes around the left side, bounces off tacklers, and goes out of bounds. Didn't want to go out of bounds is what he was trying to avoid, honestly. And they're going to lose another yard on the play. Takes them back to the 22. With 6:47 to play. This is where this is really where you have to be able to run the ball.
Absolutely.
At this point in a ball game. And the Wolves not showing that at the moment. As you said, Booker T bowing up. And some talk going on. And they're going to go talk to somebody in the time box. Not sure what that's about. I think the clock was stopped, but they put time back on the clock, 6:54.
Yeah, I think I did notice it was running a little bit after the play stopped. So
okay.
So the Wolves, time on the clock.
Big 3rd down and 13 here. They got to make it up to the 35-yard line. They give it to McClendon, and he's going to go down. Gets it back to the 25, and Tal Leone is going to make it. And again, Booker T, the good teams, they win sloppy. This is a big play for the Wolves as we need a good punt here to get it out of our territory. And again, our kicking staff sophomores. Here we go. Gets the snap. He gets it away. Very good. Nicely done by Tal, and it's going to bounce. The Wolves need to tackle him right there. And they do.
And it looks like the Wolves actually came up with the ball, but I think they're going to call him down. Forward progression stop.
Defense gets to go out there and prove it. Nothing given. 6:04 to play. Booker T starts again. In good field position at the 40-yard line. They started at their 30 the last time and their 42 the time before that. So the Wolves defense with 6:04 2:34 to go in the ball game, has it on the table to win it. They go to the outside.
Can't connect on the out route there. And Wolves are rushing forward when they're able to get a little bit of pressure on them.
Gotta like that.
As they have done the majority of the ball game this evening.
Tyner, the senior, check in at safety. They've got 2 deep now with he and Ramel. Jay Hunt and Katie Palmer, and I believe Simmons on the far side. He looks to go deep. He's got him out there. And Jay Hunt on the coverage, 5:50 to play. 3rd down and 10 for Booker T.
I imagine this is maybe 4 down territory.
Yeah, you'd be thinking about it, that's for sure. Simply because you did stop the Wolves, but really the Wolves offense has been able to move the football.
Right.
And you would think coming back now, the coaches might not be so conservative.
Exactly.
There's going to be a flag down.
Delay a game.
As delay a game is going to move them back another 5 yards. As they go back to their 35 and 15 to go for the first. About the position they were at when they punted. Maybe it was 4th and 20 though, honestly.
So again, 3rd and long, obvious pass situation here for the Hornets.
They put Washington in the slot. He is a shifty receiver. And he's looking to go deep. Almost picked off again by Jay Hunt. Another good play by Flo as he is having a wonderful game on both sides of the ball. And Booker T, it looks like they're coming out in punt formation. Let's see if the Wolves again just leave their defense out there with 5:43 to play. 27-14. Can the Wolves defense get off the field again? Can't say enough for Nolan Ward and Cade McKee, the captains of this defensive squad, and their leadership throughout the game. It's a safe for the Wolves. They let it go out of bounds, and they're going to have good field position. Flag late as we are going to be moved back 15 yards. I certainly hope that's not on it is.
And
that is just, let's wait for the call.
I do have a house of flowers.
Another dead ball. 15-yard penalty against the Wolves.
Yeah, and
that was well after the play.
I say this with no real expertise on football, but that penalty right there is relatively indicative of what you don't want to try to exhibit. When you know you're kind of in a good spot, you can see your opposition kind of deflated, and now you're maybe getting a little bit out of character, so to speak. And again, they're all great young men learning and growing as you do in sports, but that's kind of what I've been observing.
You cannot have that.
And I guess the point I'm making is that the great teams, the teams that sustain success, don't have those type of penalties. Albeit
correct. Agreed.
Mere blip in the whole
game.
5:35 to play in the ball game. And the Wolves, rather than being on their own 40, are back on their 25. And it's Tate McClendon. Big time. There's going to be a flag down as Tate, with a great play, got him back to the 40. Flag comes down, though.
Out to the Shawnee 40-yard line. We do have a flag on the play, though.
Looks like there's a couple different things going on right now, as there was a little bit of pushing and shoving after the play.
And this is how Booker T, if you watch it on film, this is what they do to teams. And the teams self-destruct.
Yeah.
And we're late in the fourth quarter, but we have now gotten 25 yards of penalties on 2 plays when we could be running the clock out from our own 45-yard line in safe territory.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say that, but it's hard to watch. And, I mean, this place would be rocking right now. This place would be electric right now. With 5:15 to play, and we're 13 points up on one of the best teams in the state. Well done. Well done, Wolves. But we have to get better. As Braylon going to try to take it up the middle, and he's not going to be able to make it, as it's a loss of 2 on the play.
So you have 2 penalties right there that push you back position-wise. And, again, the Wolves in the driver's seat right now, and what looks to be favorable for them. You know, as the coach here, I'm thinking to myself, you know, those might be plays that I bring up to them and show them, like, hey, we won. You know, and we're setting ourselves up for a win here, rather.
Yeah.
But these plays right here is what's going to hold us back if we want to really do something special.
Well, listen to the crowd.
Yeah.
Listen to the crowd. I mean, it's like a pin could drop, and we are beating the number 3 ranked team in the state. Here we go. All right, another fight up the middle as the timeout going to be called by Booker T. We'll take it. 4:07 to play in the ball game. Yes, the Wolves up 27-14. We'll be right back.
At Hardesty Deli, the food is great and the people are even better. A genuinely local atmosphere. The Oliver family has more than 70 years as butchers with Hardesty. If you're in Shawnee, you gotta stop at Hardesty Deli. Every detail tells a story. Every sparkle a memory waiting to be made. At L's Jewelry, timeless craftsmanship meets modern elegance. Designed for life's most precious moments. L's Jewelry is Shawnee's friendly jeweler.
I feel so sick, and I don't know if I should take ibuprofen or Tylenol.
Go ask Eric.
I can't stop coughing. Surely there's something I can take to make this better.
Go ask Eric.
Wait, I just got new medicine, and I don't know if I'm allowed to have caffeine with it.
Go ask Eric. Fred's Tire and Battery is locally legendary. Known for their friendly family welcomes and just as friendly exits, Fred's can service your vehicle needs. Make Fred's Tire and Battery your first stop when your vehicle needs service.
Here we go with 4:07 to play in the ball game. 3rd down and long for the Wolves. And Laster looks to throw it, gets the screen to KD. KD up the middle. KD with the good play, picks up positive yards, and the clock stopped. He made up a lot of yardage there as he made it down to what, Coach? Where are they marking it? At the 35?
35 there.
So,
great play there by Palmer.
Yeah, out to the 30, so he picks up 15. On the safe call, you like that call. Another timeout taken by Booker T. So they have no timeouts remaining showing on the scoreboard. And under 4 minutes to play, the Wolves punting from their 30.
So again, the all-important special teams phase of this game is very much important here, as the Wolves will probably punt it here, and Talioni will come on for that. Despite some of those penalties, Dang, I mean, this game has been relative tale of two halves. I mean, first half was 7 points scored. Jaden Hunt's touchdown, and we see a couple explosive plays on both sides for Hornets coming out, and obviously with our Wolves. But I've liked what I've saw for the most part with the Wolves and just their approach. And aside from, again, some of these late penalties, they've been very mature.
Yes, as Leone, good catch, and he gets rid of it. Nicely done again, and it's going to be taken on the hop as the Wolves got to contain. The Wolves got to contain. That's what happens. That's it. And this game is turned around with 3:43 to play. And a flag comes down late. As it makes no difference after the touchdown. That is Booker T. Washington football right there. They've had 3 big returns, and now they are within striking distance, and there's holding on the play. That'll be first down, not a touchdown. Yes, I am very happy about that, but the Wolves defense now put in duress, as we'll see where that holding took place. And is this guy coming back to get a flag? It would be nice if it was way back here. I don't think he is. So it's going to start at the 20-yard line, and the Wolves defense is put under duress after another big special teams play. But I have to say, it goes all the way back to the penalties from the 45-yard line. We would have started at the 45-yard line. And so we have to be able to put that connection with this, as a team, as young men.
Absolutely.
And know that, hey, that's where it began, right there. That now they're at our 20 with a chance to win this game, only 2 scores down. They're going to go deep, and there's going to be pass interference. Late flag, but he did get bumped in the route. It was before the ball was in the air, but it's going to be pass interference and a first down, half the distance to the goal.
Yeah, so that was an interesting route there. Receiver kind of runs a little hitch and go, and our defender bites and kind of bumps him off of his route. Otherwise, I don't know if that was a catchable ball, so it looks like that's a pass interference as the official walks it forward. And you kind of hit it on the head, Daniel, that those penalties obviously make a difference in field position, but it obviously changes the trajectory of the game.
It took the life out of this stadium. The kids don't get to have the stadium behind them. The other side doesn't feel this side of the stadium when those things happen. This crowd wants to be alive right now.
Yeah, and again, just the energy, you've mentioned it, shifted, but you kind of sense that the Wolves took their foot off the gas a little bit.
Well, I think it's a lot different when you're 1st and 10 from your 45 as opposed to 1st and 10 from your 20.
Absolutely.
At that situation. And I think a lot of different things happen.
Absolutely.
And we've seen it. And the Wolves are clinging to a 13-point. That's what it feels like. It feels like the Wolves are clinging to a 13-point lead right now with 3:37 to play in this ballgame. I am so privileged to be here with you, Chad. How fun this is for everybody here. The Wolves trying to do something that Shawnee Wolves have never done before. This is big moments. As Washington gets it, we got to get him. Get him down, keep that clock running. They're pushing him in for... They're not marking it. Nobody has said what's going on. Nobody is... I don't know what's going on, but maybe somebody blew a whistle early.
Of course, Booker T's saying touchdown. There's the call.
Yeah, so with 3:17 to play, Booker T gets a touchdown, and an extra point coming up, an all-important extra point as the Wolves. The only points the Wolves defense have given up have been 2 drives that have started inside their own 30-yard line.
Talk about the special teams again. Hornets were set up with great field position on the punt return there and capped it off with a run up the middle.
And the kick is up and no good. That's a good job by the Wolves there as 3:17 to play. The score 27-20. Shawnee in front.
All Safe Security. When you go with us, you're all safe. We solve home and business security needs. We install surround sound and can help with Ethernet wiring. Builder packages available. Keep all safe. Go with All Safe Security. Stewart & Clover Attorneys and Title Company exists to help people. It really is that simple. Whether you have personal or business legal questions or need help navigating land title issues, Stewart & Clover is big enough to solve problems, small enough to care. Call Air Force One today and let comfort take flight. Muirhead family owned, serving all of Shawnee. Homes, businesses, expert service on all brands. Air Force One, where your comfort comes first. Great prices sell cars, and Castricke Auto Mart truly understands that principle. Straightforward pricing with no gimmicks. Located on the corner of Harrison and Jefferson for over 40 years, shop at the lot or online. Castricke Auto Mart. They're good people.
Good throw gets Bertram. And that's smashed. Nothing new. We are back. 3:17 to play. We got ourselves a ball game, Coach Chad, as it is 27-20. Wolves in front, and you're expecting, as I would, an onside kick here.
Absolutely. Looks like our coverage team has their hands team on the field, expecting what most would presume to be an onside kick, and you cannot take this for granted if you're the Wolves.
Good kick. And they knock it. And that was a good onside kick. However, it plays out. That played exactly how it needed to. Is the ball bounced right at the feet of the Wolves at the 10-yard line after the big bounce. So Booker T was right on it, and they slapped the ball.
That was impressive because it did not look like it was going to go 10 yards at first, and it takes another bounce. And
yeah, the Wolves end up on it. Maybe we have that replay. I don't know, but I don't know which Wolf ended up with it. As we another flag on the play, and this is what they do. Let's see. Is this going to go against the Wolves or is this going to go against Booker T? We shall see. And, I mean, you don't want to be an official in this kind of thing happening either. You know, they're in a tight spot as well.
Absolutely. I mean, things have ratcheted up a little bit, so you'd suspect they would be quicker with the whistle here as we have 3 minutes and 12 seconds left. And so if you're the Wolves, you're looking at trying to drain the clock as the Hornets don't have any timeouts left.
So unsportsmanlike conduct against the Wolves. And an ejection.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Wolves will drop the ball back 15 yards.
So the Wolves, instead of having it at their own, does this not sound familiar? Instead of having it at their own 45-yard line, they're back to the 30.
Yeah, and I mean, it seems like ages ago that the Wolves had the Jim Thorpe Stadium
on fire,
on
rocking.
fire after pick 6 and touchdown. And that was, believe it or not, the same quarter that we're in now.
Yeah, that seems like so long ago. So Braylon Laster steps out there, McClendon behind him, and they start at the 30. Laster around the end, Laster over, Laster up the field, Laster to the 30, Laster to the 20, Laster to the 10, touchdown, Shawnee! Whoa! That's how you get the fans back in it. Braylon Laster doing it by himself as he makes it around the left corner all the way for a touchdown.
I mean, I'm really at a loss for words. I mean, this place was very quiet. There was a lot of tension, a lot of pressure. And I said it earlier. I said if there was one guy
you did
in gray that was not going to let his foot off the gas,
yes,
it was Braylon Lassiter. What a play there.
You nailed it as we see the replay. Play that replay again. I want to see it. Braylon, great run by the senior as we see it here, Coach. There, and he is gone. They are not going to catch him after that. Braylon Laster, the length of the field, 70-yard burst for the senior. And, man, he has had a ball game tonight.
Very, very, very impressive play there by Lassiter. And
as the kick is up and good by Baird, and a flag comes out.
Of course.
As the Wolves go up 33-20 with 3 minutes to play in the fourth. We'll be back.
All Safe Security. When you go with us, you're all safe. We solve home and business security needs. We install surround sound and can help with Ethernet wiring. Builder packages available. Keep all safe. Go with All Safe Security. Stewart & Clover Attorneys and Title Company exists to help people. It really is that simple. Whether you have personal or business legal questions or need help navigating land title issues, Stewart & Clover is big enough to solve problems, small enough to care. Call Air Force One today and let comfort take flight. Muirhead family owned, serving all of Shawnee. Homes, businesses, expert service on all brands. Air Force One, where your comfort comes first.
The flag, I believe, was picked up, Coach, as we'll see if it's marked off on the kickoff. Are they going to mark it down at the 45 of Booker T? Are they going to move us back to the 15? So
it looks like we're on the 40, so
yeah,
must have been offsetting penalties there.
Braylon Laster with a 70-yard TD burst. Can't say enough about the quarterback tonight.
I don't know which play was better, Daniel. I mean, the jump throw out of the sack earlier was impressive, but that one was impressive too, hurdling over the defender, regaining his speed, and taking it to the house for 70 yards.
And so it is marked off against Booker T here. And honestly, you just hope that the Shawnee kicker can kick the 45 yards into the end zone.
Yeah.
And we'll check in the week about our sophomore kicker, see what's happening there. But now I don't think we want to angle this kick. We want to kick it, don't we? Because we don't want to put him back on the 30. Well, put him on the 35 without a run back. I don't know.
I definitely don't think you give him a chance to run it back here.
No, but it looks like he's going to kick it right out of bounds. 3 minutes to go in the ball game. And the kick going to the side. And he's brought down quick. That tackle by Riley Story. And Riley pumped up. Got to be able to rein that in. As the Wolves come out on defense, and the ball marked on the 25-yard line for Booker T. 2:56 to play in the ball game. All right, 13 points or 14 points here is the lead, 34-20. Both teams missing a single extra point. The defense has been stellar all night long. You would think they'd be stellar again. The pass incomplete as the Wolves push them to 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, you know the ball's going in the air here, so defensive backs and man coverage there, and I think that was Travion Barber on the coverage, and pass goes incomplete.
Yeah, next week another big game, and this is what we're practicing for, and this is what we have to be growing from, is because you got 4-0, maybe 5-0 Coweta coming to town, and that's big in the district, especially after something like this. When if you can actually pull this off and make the
late hit.
It's going to be a late hit out of bounds, and there will be another 15 yards put on the end of the play. A great play catching up by KD. I'm not sure where the hit came from, but it was 2 yards out of bounds. You cannot fault the flag from coming out on plays like that.
Yeah, and that one, again, at this point, probably doesn't mean much sounding this way, but that one you probably would maybe allow because he was in hot pursuit there and definitely trying to run down number 6, who's very fast and couldn't really slow himself down.
But you can't when you've gotten into the habit of pulling the flag out.
Absolutely.
I mean, you give that benefit of the doubt when you haven't had any of those plays all game long.
100%.
But you just cannot continue to do that. 30-yard line, they make it to the out, and they get another first down to the 20-yard line. So the clock stops with 2:31. They've taken 25 seconds off the clock, and they have gained 60 yards. 55. I don't know about my football field math, but something like that. As they're moving.
Officials are going to call a timeout here. As to why, I'm not sure. As they're looking to reset the clock. What a finish here.
Yeah, yeah. Down at the 19-yard line is the ball, Booker T. Coming back to the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10. And the Wolves defense needs to hold them. They go to the out pattern again, keep him in bounds. He's brought down. The clock continues to run. 2nd down. Now they're stopping the clock for some reason. Why would they be stopping the clock? Why would they be stopping the clock?
Officials looking to talk this one over.
Flag is on the field.
Face mask, hands to the face.
Penalty against the Wolves. So that stops the clock and gives them an extra first down. And they look to go over the middle. Incomplete. 2:11 to play as it's 1st and 10 from the 5. Is that about where they are? Ball on the, well, looks like the 5-yard line to me, so that'll be second down. It would make sense that they're on the 5 from the mark-off. Incomplete pass to 11. Remember, they kicked a near perfect onside kick just a moment ago. We've got ourselves a ball game. Touchdown, Booker T.
Again, set up with the penalties on behalf of the Wolves, just giving them free yards.
Get 30 yards in penalties. Late hit, unsportsmanlike late hit, then another one that I'm missing, and then a face mask, right?
Yeah.
I think there were 3 penalties on the drive, but I could be wrong. The kick now. That is up. And the Wolves are going to have to defend, and a flag. The Wolves will have to defend another onside kick. (34-27). It's a 1-score ball game. No timeouts. Booker T has not had timeouts since 6 minutes remaining in this ball game. They were in the, I think they were at 14 at that point. We've had like 3 or 4 possession changes without them having timeouts.
And I'll say this, and I'll get off it. Credit to Booker T. But you just feel like the Wolves had a chance to really assert their dominance. Not that point differential really makes much of a difference right now, but it could have been a 3-score ball game.
15 points against the best team last year in the district, undefeated.
And now we find ourselves an onside kick away from this being a very interesting finish. And what has kind of been a very interesting finish altogether. It just seems like whether we can get out of here unscathed or not, it just doesn't feel like the play that we've displayed for the
vast majority of this ball game. You know, the vast majority of this ball game has been so well done by the men in silver tonight. The Jim Thorpe uniforms.
Absolutely.
You know, it has been very good. So now let's recover this onside kick again right here with 2:06 to play. There's the kick, and the whistle blows. We had the clean recovery. And it looks like we called the timeout. We have 3. There's no reason to take them with us. I don't know why we called them that time, just making sure that we had the right people on the field, but we had that one clean. So.
Yeah, I mean, again, we could talk all night about the penalties, but I do want to highlight some of the players that have been phenomenal tonight. I mean, obviously you start with Braylon Lassiter, who's made play after play, whether it was his legs or his arm and keeping things going. And Jaden Hunt got things going tonight with a touchdown, had a very pivotal interception, and Katie Palmer's been phenomenal tonight. I thought one of maybe the unsung heroes of the night is just Riley's story, and several of those guys on the defensive end really kind of setting the tone defensively, getting after the quarterback.
Agreed. All those gentlemen playing well on the field. Very, very good. And it's still tight right here. The Wolves need a recovery. Another one. As the kick comes. And the Wolves end up holding on to it. Nicely done by Mason Wilson as he's used to it. Mason one of those tough players, all-around players. And I believe that's who took that kick.
Great hands there by Wilson on the recovery. 2:03 left here, and you'd think a first down probably ends the game, as the Hornets don't have any timeouts left. So.
Yep, so if we use the 40-second clock, 40, 120, 2 minutes. We are 3 plays away if we can get close with that. So the Wolves, Laster has to get the clock rolling. And Booker T, I would think, would know it's going to be runs. Up the middle, that's McClendon busting as much as he can, and he's working forward as the clock continues to roll, as the crowd is silent as they watch. The Wolves up 34-27, playing a fantastic 3.5 quarters of football.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's going to be a talking point for their coaching staff, of just finishing games and really driving your foot, as far as you can when you got them down. But you got to clean up some of those penalties.
118, 117. It's going to go delay a game. Clock stops, or a timeout is called. Timeout is called, and that's what they were wanting to do, is just run it all the way down to 111. The coaching staff just letting their gentlemen breathe, which is really smart right now. I mean, if we snap it, it'll be, let's say, 110. We take the knee. It'll go all the way down to 120, and we have no more timeouts left. It'll go all the way down to 20.
Yeah.
So should be able to run this clock out, whether or not we hand the ball off or not.
Yeah, now you're making sure that you are 100% on the little things. Good snap, good handoff, securing the football here, as you don't want to leave anything to chance, as you've got 1:11 left in the ball game.
Yes. 2nd and 8 for the Wolves from the 42-yard line.
It looks like Lassiter is prepared to kneel it out.
Yep. So the Wolves back up, and they take a knee.
And Lassiter was knocked down on the kneel. I would suspect it's not going to be a flag called, because he kind of took his time getting down, although you don't like to see that.
So as long as we snap it with 40 seconds or less, we will be fine to let it run out. And here we go. The Wolves with 3rd down. Just need to snap the ball, honestly. Here they go. They kneel it, and the Wolves will win this ball game, as the Wolves win 34-27 in a big district victory for Shawnee.
What a win. I mean, was not pretty to finish the game, but does not take away from them getting to this point, building the lead, and really setting the trajectory for the rest of the season. I mean, great win over a great ball club in Booker T. Washington, and hats off to Coach Madonna and his staff for getting these guys prepared. And you love to see a great win, especially here at home.
Agreed, man. The defense, the way they shut down that offense all night long, giving up nothing unless the drives were started inside their 30. So brilliantly played by the defensive squad.
Absolutely. They were able, again, getting after the quarterback and pressuring him early, I felt like set the tone for the game. And there were several guys that were making plays, but none more significant than Braylon Lassiter, obviously on the offensive side of things, really bouncing back.
Yeah, and you said it, man. The one person who's not going to shut it down is Braylon Lassiter, and we ended up needing those points that he provided with those big plays at that 3-minute mark. The 70-yard bust out, that was huge.
Absolutely.
Also, you said about setting the tone on the defensive side. Trey Barber with the initial hit of the ball game.
Yes, can't forget that.
You said, man, that sets the tone for the entire game. We have to recognize that again.
Absolutely, and Trey Barber was probably around the ball more than I can remember and had a handful of plays on the offensive side, but that play right there set the tone, and especially against a team like Booker T. Washington.
Yes, it's a great night for the Shawnee Wolves football squad. They go to 2-0 in district play as they defeat Booker T. Washington 34-27. Last year, Booker T. Washington started the year 1-2 and ran the table in district and figured to be one of the top 4 teams at the end of the state. Is that possible with these Wolves?
Hey, I don't know if it's possible. I don't want to count them out, but I do know this much, Daniel. This is a great win versus a great ball club. I know they'll get back to the drawing board, figure out ways they can get better. But any win you can get at home in any capacity is great, especially a district win here. And now our sights are set on Coweta.
One game at a time. Well answered, Coach, as Coweta comes to town next year, as the entire stadium joins in with the Wolves and the Wolves fight song. This has been a great tradition, restarted again with the students. How wonderful this is. Coweta coming to town next week, 4-0, possibly 5-0. I'm not sure what they did tonight, but we expect them to be 5-0. A big district clash of now against the 2 district leaders, Coweta and Shawnee.
Absolutely, and again, you said it first. I mean, take it one game at a time. I know they'll be back up here tomorrow and watching some film and being right back out here on the field on Monday, and so it'll be interesting to see how we can really do this again.
It should be a lot of fun. The Wolves beat Booker T. Washington 34-27. Thank you all very much for staying with us. We have a lot of fun doing this for you. Coach, any last thoughts?
No, it's a great atmosphere, great opportunity for me to be back here on the sidelines. Again, always fun to be on the call with you, Daniel, and I look forward to being back here again next week in Jim Thorpe Stadium as we take on Coweta.
You heard it here, folks. Coach Chad Johnson's going to be with us next week, and we like to see that happening. Thank you, and for all the crew, always remember, Shawnee, together we build community one season at a time. Good night, everybody.
Thank you, guys. Good night.